Inge Wakoma and I came up with, actually, I didn't actually come up with it, but I was invited to curate and co-produce this program. And what we've done is we've brought together local DJs as well as local people from the community that we have identified as luminaries, influencers, people who have contributed to the scene, the Seattle hip hop scene and culture in some way, to be joined in conversation. So I'm really glad that today, for our first episode, we have Mr. James Croon and Mr. Devon Monnier. And I'm not going to go into a whole biography about them because I want to give them an opportunity to talk about themselves. But before I do that, I just want to say that there was some specific reasons why we picked the certain DJs that we picked and the different individuals to be in conversation today. And hopefully, as you continue to watch episode by episode, you'll begin to understand why certain people were chosen to be a part of this program and this series. There was something else I was going to mention that just slipped my mind. This episode we're calling The Founders. And what I will say is I think that that's up for interpretation. And so what you're going to see tonight is you're going to see two DJs' interpretations of what they feel like, who are founders of Seattle hip hop, as well as different people who have laid foundations for Seattle hip hop. You'll also hear from two people who I consider to be founders in different ways to the Seattle hip hop scene. And then you'll also hear about what they think about the foundation of Seattle hip hop. So I'm done talking. I want to introduce James first, to introduce himself and tell us a little bit about who he is, and then we'll go to Devon. And then we're going to go directly into the music. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and sorry for the delay.
Well, I guess I'll go ahead and explain who I am. My name is James Croon from the group The Emerald Street Boys. We started right shortly after Sugar Hill Gang, when Rapper's Delight first came out. We were in around 80, 81 is when we started our group. And it's just amazing to look at the transition of rap, of how far it's come from the time that we had started up until now. We started in a time where we didn't know that it was going to be this big. We didn't think that it was going to get to a point where it was going to be this big industry, but it was amazing then. So for now, being in recording studios, from the time we used to have a tape recorder and we all used to huddle around it and we used to just rap to B-sides of records. So, I mean, it's been a long time. Just to give you an idea that at that time I was 16, Eddie Sugar Bill Wills was 15, and Robert Jamerson, Sweet J, was 16. So we were 16 years old. I'm 54 today. So you can kind of give you an idea how long we've been doing this. So it's been a blessing. And out of the Emerald Street Boys, what came out of that lineage and was my son, Damian Black, who is now in the scene, who was actually on Sport and Life Records here with Devon. I have my brother, RC, the trackaholic, Ryan Croon, who's out there still DJing and doing his thing and still producing music, doing an awesome job. So there's a lot of music that ran throughout that. And not to mention Vitamin D, who we're hearing today, who is Eddie Sugar Bill Wells' cousin. So it's just kind of amazing to be here and to even be recognized in this, as being a luminary, and to be being here from the time that we had started here. So, and it's good because I just love the fact that just a lot of the young guys that are coming up and just them acknowledging and knowing us as being the founders and starting that, and just seeing them now just taking off and doing the things they're doing. And I'm just blessed to even see that happen. So I'll let Devon go ahead and talk, and we'll touch on some other stuff as we go through. So,
man, I could listen to you talk most of the night. Honestly, I want to know more about the history. But yeah, I'm Devon Monnier. I operated the Sport and Life, owned and operated the Sport and Life records for probably about 12 years, 2000 to 2012. And like James said, we had his son, who was our main artist, and my business partner, D Black, now goes by the name of Nassim, with other artists like Spaceman, Fado Luciano. Our foundation was definitely the Central District, and we kind of started in mind with carrying on what you all started and what Vitamin D and Tribal Productions started. And our mission was pretty much just to be the voice of the district. At that time, there was a lot of hip hop that was getting recognized in town, but it was coming from the North End or the UW campus, around there, and different things like that. And we just wanted the voice of the community to still have representation, because it seemed like it was waning a little bit at that time, around 2000, and that was really our main mission,
Yeah.
And now we're here, And it's great to sit with you and like actually do this connection.
Likewise.
Because even though I'm not a Seattle native, nor am I a Central District native, this community embraced me with open arms, and to actually, you know, meet you years ago and have that connection of sport and life and the Emerald Street Boys is always cool to me, you know? Yeah, for sure.
Praise God.
Indeed.
Yep.
And thank you all for having us here too.
Yeah,
tonight.
thank you, Jasmine, everyone that has us here to do this. I was excited to even just get the calls. Like, I was really honored by that, and I appreciate being here. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's hear some music.
Yep.
We'll make sure we do.
Yeah.
Greetings and salutations. It's your boy Vitamin D alongside
DJ You More.
You More. Let's get more. Oh, we got some. Let's just get into it.
Vitamin D on the cuts.
A lot of jealous homeboys know that Ness and I will steal the show. To all you freaks in your tight guests, check out DJ Nasty Ness.
Straight to the 80s, baby.
He's in his dark glasses and wearing black. He destroys boys who talk that smack. Some hate him because he's fresh. Chop those tables, Nasty Ness. Ness. The Cosmic Legion rocks the house, and Fresh Tracks rules without a doubt. Masters of the Northwest Sound. Okay, Nasty, throw it down.
He's incredible. Simply cannot be stopped.
Drums are hard. That's hip hop right there.
Real hip hop, boy.
Dictating, dictator, educating, educator, motivating, motivator, the greatest of the greater, illustrating, illustrator, music making, music maker. His name is Nerdy D and he's on the crossfader, cutting digits in half with just one scratch. His mixing of technology cannot be matched. He's wide, but that's alright because he's also deaf. And when he's done, you have no fun because there'll be none left. So analyze him if you can. He's my right hand man, cutting up DJs with the touch of his hand. He's incredible, simply cannot be stopped. So watch Incredible Crew kick the beat and rock. My DJ on the wheels, you know an automatic. Drop a little DJs like a bad habit. Catch it if you can, but I know you can't grab it. What you think you can? Yeah, right. I doubt it. He's incredible, simply cannot be stopped. So watch Incredible Crew pump it up and rock.
Once again, it's a hell of a we in the house, y'all. This is the EAZE. I got DOD by my side. What's up? We got Swing in the house. We got Press One in the house. Kid Mix in the house.
Shout out LSR.
Who in the house? She wants y'all to do one thing. We want to do hold tight to the Hold tight.
I need a copy of this playlist.
It's like this, if you want a funky rhythm, listen close to the lyrics, cause I'm telling you, it's like give another teeny tiny check up, a dope cut, rockin' it right, recite it with the twist, you can't help but get up and dance to a hell of a funky hit from the production, hella fine, incorporated, let me state it, this groove is sure to make you move, not a whole lot, but a little, just enough to make you boom, damn, get up, and shake your butt to another love sick cut, fresh for the 9-0 season, making funky music is the reason, we're bringing you style, the beats and rhymes, the pages, the lyrics, the flow, your mind breaking dope, for the second and third time around, I'ma never come soft on the track. But at time I might see if my lady can say hello. The thing that start my rhyme with the tempo and go mellow and do it, but I don't hold too tight to it, cause I'm not for heartbreak. Gold niggas and big mistakes. I keep it straight and it comes
concentrate on making my brain to stack ends and begin to build an empire of gold for every single one of my records sold to the public. Me making funky music cause me love it. The lyrics come original, so me never have to dub it. So when we step on stage, I'm never thinking about what to give them. I can pick up a mic and hold tight to the rhythm. Check this out. We got DLP in the house from the underworld. He's gonna show you how different types of things. Bust it off like
I was a skinny boy. I had belly.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you want to start, man?
Yeah, I just wanted to say at the very beginning of Vitamin D set, it was amazing hearing Nasty Next, and I think that was, I don't know if that was Mix that was doing that Fresh Tracks.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I thought it was a young Mix-a-Lot, but I wasn't sure.
It was, but yeah, when Nasty Mix, I wanted to also mention, he was our DJ in the beginning before he was the Mix-a-Lot.
Okay,
before
nice.
he was Mix-a-Lot's DJ,
Nice.
and we did his very first track, Fresh Tracks. Dialogue when he first came on, so it was kind of good hearing that. And I also want to mention too, when we mentioned Damien, that his mother was actually one of the Emerald Street Girls, who was Mia Black. Rest in peace.
Yes, indeed.
She's gone from us now, but yeah. So it's just kind of just a good. Kind of good to see how he came out of that lineage.
Yeah, for
and he
sure,
keeps moving
for
on,
sure.
but it's good, yeah. But this is good. Vitamin, he doesn't surprise me. Every time he's up there, he does a good job. He reminds me of his cousin Eddie,
Yeah,
Sugar Bear.
definitely.
So.
and he knows the history as well.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
I just wanted to touch on the last song, the last track that played, which was Hold Tight to the Rhythm by LSR, I believe. And to me, that just stands out because I can't quite recall the year. I want to say maybe 91, maybe 92. Yeah, sounds about right. But to me, that's just some of my earliest memories of me being present in Seattle hip hop. You know, before that, I knew about it. Maybe I dabbled in it, but actually being present in Seattle at that time, living here, and it was a different time. You know, the shows weren't at all the music venues and bars like they are now. It was more at I can remember things at Seattle Center during step shows or at Folk Life, and maybe the festival in the Central District and things like that, you know. But that's kind of, you know, in the early 90s, that's kind of where hip hop was standing. And then it kind of started moving into the clubs around that time, the Rock Candy and the Off Ramp and clubs like that. But that was definitely an interesting time. And I think the first time I saw LSR might have been at the old Club Oz, the old DV8.
I remember the Oz,
yeah, I believe I saw him play there. Yeah. But no, that song stood out. For sure, yeah.
You know, now that you talk about that and looking in the early 90s, and I'm going even back when we were having the Black Festival, we used to perform there a lot.
Yes.
And when I was talking earlier about how when we at first start, we never really had anybody to identify with. And what I mean by that is that we had nobody, because rap wasn't on TV. You didn't see people just rapping on TV. So I think the thing that made us unique to a lot of people at that time is that we incorporated rap with dance. So that's when we were doing that. And the reason why is because the only thing we were really acquainted with was like, you know, the Temptations and that whole thing.
Sure,
so every time we would rap. And so a lot of the songs we listened to, a lot of people that we did model ourselves around were people that many of the guys haven't heard. Like, you know, some may have. Treacherous 3 was one of the groups that we looked up to. Treacherous 3 with Kumo D. And we opened up for them, actually. And when we opened up for them, it was amazing because they came over to the house. And I actually bopped against Kumo D.
Did you not? Seattle Center show?
Huh? Not at no, it wasn't Seattle. We were downtown, but there was a Seattle Center show.
Yeah, I've always heard about that show.
Yeah, but he's a cool brother, man. Dealing with them. So we were dealing with stuff like Funky 4 Plus One More, Disco 3, and Count Cool Out, Super Rhymes, and all the ones back then. So
all the New York stuff.
Yeah, so all the New York stuff because it wasn't LA stuff.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
it wasn't a lot of LA. It was. Like, I think Count Cool. No, there was every Blue Moon.
Yeah, you might have had some early stuff. Yeah, but
you might have some early.
It was definitely still kind of a foot in techno kind of still.
Exactly.
You know?
So and so it just kind of, you know, back then it was just rap wasn't just out there the way that it started to come along. So it was kind of cool to see how everything, like I said, coming from standing around a tape recorder rapping, and if you mess up, you got to stop it and go back and record it.
Re-record.
And now you're making music to it. So it was amazing. All we did then was just make tapes. But yeah, it's just it's amazing to just see how things are transpiring.
Yeah, for sure.
Doing that, but so, that's good. But I want to mention Mia Black, the Emerald Street Girls.
Very important to the town.
Yeah, very important part too. Yeah.
And at the beginning of my record label, she helped us out. She was our proofreader.
Oh, there you go.
She was like, Ron, I got years of doing this experience, man. We needed it, you know. All kind of errors and misspellings going on, you know. We had no idea what we were doing at first, you know. Let's hear some more.
I'm still skinny, but the girls I still get them. Growing up in the South End of Seattle, many were jealous of me and wanted to battle like a sucker named Rob G. Thought he could get me on the wheels, but still I showed him no mercy. Now he's a dope man and not a DJ, and that's what happens when a sucker steps my way. Once there was a thug that was swearing he was greater. His name was T and he could work the crossfader. He never heard me scratch my talk head all day, so I picked up my mixer and blew him away. We battled for some money, and that I thought was funny, cause one of them I took his money and his honey. So the more of you suckers that think that you can feel it. My name is Greg B and I can make you.
Someone's played it for me sometime.
Now back to the topic, I'll tell you all a caper. I made a girl named Nikki like Biz. She caught the babes, but I caught her to her act and dissed her on the double. Cause girls in Seattle ain't nothing but trouble. She told me she was single, I made her body tingle. The girl left out the fact that like a hoe, she liked to mingle. She was with it like a player, nobody could hush her. But I'm no sucker, said I'm playing, I crushed her. I said, look Nikki, I admit you're appealing, but still I ain't with it. Cause I got a feeling that I'm wasting my time. Don't think so, let's bet. Your legs are always open like 7-11 skeezer. I don't need you, you're just like a unemployed, getting laid, plus stupid and dumb. A lot of fellas might like it, and I can name some of them, but I'm Greg being bust this, I'm not one of them.
The way the drums are hitting me,
I just wanted to say too, because me and Devon was kind of just talking here, it's amazing when you look at how the transition of the skill that's happening with many of the rappers that are going up. In the beginning, when you first see it, you start this, back in the day, we always talked about all the things that we just don't have, but said that we're doing all these things.
Braggadocious.
Braggadocious. And that's kind of what we did, because we didn't do too much of anything, but it still worked. But even from that point, you see now starts going into the storytelling. So it kind of you move into the storytelling, and as time goes on, it just starts moving to, and then you start moving more towards the conscious rap. I remember the first time that The Message came out by Grandmaster Flash, and I remember it was me, Rob, and Ed. We sat there around and we listened to that rap over and over again. We hit it. It was more or less, it took us by surprise. As I said before, if you listen to everything else from Rappers Delight, the things we were saying, you talk about, all these things that you have, but you really don't have. But when that came out, it kind of just, it put us in a position to where we were like, man, this is powerful. Because they're talking about things that are
social commentary.
Exactly.
Sure.
And I mean, I'll never forget how we looked at each other like, man, this is powerful. Yeah. When it first came out. And so it's just kind of amazing how we look at the different genres of rap and how it moves on. But when we look at Seattle and you look at New York, you look at Seattle, you look at LA and all the different ones, the one thing that I have to say is that the group of rappers that are coming out in Seattle, even from local coming up to now, they're very artful. They have a lot of skill in what they're saying. And I think it has a lot to do with by just looking at how we all started and saying, in order for you to be a good rapper back in the day, you had to be make sure that you, like we were saying earlier, you have to be saying something.
Yeah, for sure.
And as I see rap starting to change in different industries, it's starting to get to a point to where I don't want to talk down on it, but it's just a lot of just repetitive, just saying something.
Yeah.
You know,
the hook seems to be more than anything.
Exactly.
It's like, is it catchy? All right, this is it right here. You know?
Exactly. You know, so it's just kind of amazing just hearing these different songs as they go through, and you're starting to see how they transition to storytelling and all these different things. Of course, they're inspired by different ones, Slick Rick and Dana Dane and different ones like that. But it's just amazing to see that. And you know, when LL came out with that slow rap,
that was different.
Yeah, that was different. So those things, and then people kind of catch on.
People caught on to that.
It's just amazing to see that. I just wanted to just kind of talk about it.
I got you.
I thought it was kind of,
And one thing I want to say about the last song you played, if I remember right, that's the Elevators, Specs, and
that was nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice.
And that was an interesting time too. I believe that was around '92, if I'm right. And there was a lot changing in Seattle hip hop then. It was almost this point where you're stepping out of the '80s. The sound is different. There's more samples going on, different things like that. Like you say, the rhyme cadence is changing. The content is changing.
Exactly.
New York is changing. Everyone's eyes are on that kind of, and that's very influential in the sound. But then, like you said, we're kind of in between this West Coast influence of how we live, but that artisticness of the New York always reigned prevalent in Seattle hip hop.
Very prevalent,
for sure,
very prevalent. But and even thinking about it, because we got to remember in '84, '85, I think that's when NWA came out. It was in 85, 84.
Yeah, about 85.
Yeah,
like
and that's amazing.
6, yeah.
And so with this song and just hearing that, it's like it still stayed on his own vibe of just keeping that same. Because when that came out, when NWA came out, everybody, it was just blew everybody.
Yeah, nobody heard anything.
And so LA was really coming on the map even around that time. So and it's just, and I think through that, that's why Seattle it has its own sound in a sense still. But
it does still,
Yeah, it still has its own sound.
And that's interesting because, and this is just my take on it, but I think the vitamin D, Derek here has, even though he's not from the beginning and he's not at the end, he's kind of right in between, but I think his sound actually influenced a lot of what's happening today in Seattle hip hop.
Definitely.
And everyone, his hub and his production was the stop for everyone. If you were a gangster rapper, you were coming through there. If you were rapping about African medallions, consciousness, you were coming through there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everything was coming through there.
Good, yeah.
And he was able to find a Seattle sound, not a LA sound, not a New York sound. It was like the sound coming right out of the valley down the road here.
Exactly. And that's the thing. The thing about vitamin D, if you look at it, his cousin Eddie Wells was one of the top DJs. He was the founder of our group.
No doubt. Yeah.
And so he would give Vitamin when he was younger these records, and he kind of coached him along in a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
So in looking at that, Vitamin being that person that's able to just help and pull all these people in and have his own sound that way. Ed was the same way. His cousin was the same exact way and doing that same thing. So it's almost like their family way of still keeping that
and keeping the lineage on over here to Sporting Life. I mean, and Damien's related as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's like amazing how that all.
Yeah. And as a producer, he did the same thing.
That's the key. Yeah.
He was, as far as the label days go, Damien was. He was our. He was in charge of the sound. I was in charge of the business. He was in charge of the sound. We trusted each other there, but. Every artist on the label was different, but they all ran through Damien, You might have grabbed something from Bean One or from Vitamin or Jake or something like that, but you ran through Damien, I mean, that was, he checked it off or it wasn't coming out on the label, There was no release date unless Damien checked off on it, Yeah, indeed.
And he's still going strong right now.
So it's like,
I'm proud of my son. I'm proud of him.
Yeah, me too, man, indeed.
I can't help but to,
Cool. Ready to hear some more?
Yep.
Everybody, just clap your hands. Come on, everybody, just clap your hands. Everybody in the place to be. Come on, rock with me.
I recognize the samples. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. That's
But I love this because there's so much I haven't heard in Seattle, but the ones that I have. lot of this that I've heard maybe never made it. Yeah, out of sets or anywhere like that as well. That's true. Yeah.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. These choppers are fun.
The story you're about to hear is true, but the names have been changed to protect the innocence. Must have been a time in the city not too far from here came a group of street hoodlums. The cyber
Merciful. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yeah. First street in the city wasn't going to stand for it, so a group of guys formed a group to battle these forces of evil in one. The street is called Union, and the men are called the Union Street Hustlers.
Now I was cruising down 23rd in the sunshine, looking in my rearview mirror. It was one time, got no license, but I keep stirring, thinking what the police don't know ain't hurting. So what's the hey? Cause it's a nice day. I'm headed for his house, but the fit to be in J. Strapped with the 9, reach for the outline. Homies was throwing signs, girls was looking fine, so I stepped up to one. We talked a bit. She had the low Suki ropes and her booty wouldn't quit. She asked me my name without no shame. She was leaning on the RX-7 on my lane while the homies were just standing. Then I see Firefly, heard gunshots. It must be a drive by my homeboy. Shot back the police west of the street.
Yeah, that's my guy. Well, he's gone now. Yeah. Oh my God.
Here we go, Union! Street Hustler, 23rd the word! Union! Street Hustler, here we go, Union! Street Hustler, 23rd the word! See, it's not a gang, it's more like a group who be running 23rd, so what's the code word? Suit! Going around the collars, a shoot full of dollars, a Rico of a freaks, or maybe I'm Paula. That's usually on Dayton's folks on my plane. You try to pull a jack move, you must be insane to the brain smoking cane. Or maybe just a punk of the sort of shotguns waiting in the trunk. For anyone slipping or sleeping, they creeping, the guns to your head. Your girlfriend's weeping, cause it's so deep in. Homies left to ride, and they ain't a police inside. So you hit the gas so fast, you almost hit a pole. Now your window is shattered and full of bullet holes. While the homies of our wrestling's alive in a fleet. Another day cold hustling on Union Street. Come on! Union! Street Hustler, here we go, Union! Street Hustler, 23rd the word! Union! Street Hustler, here we go, Union! Street Hustler, 23rd the word!
We'll talk a little after that.
Still there, by the way.
A little soon, but that's just a classic song, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, just wanted to stop now and talk a little bit about that song. And I don't really have much to say about it other than that is the Central District anthem right there. You know, I can remember the early 90s hearing that for the first time and just thinking about all the lyrics in it, what he's talking about, places and people, and me not even quite being that familiar with the Central District at the time, but knowing that Union was that block, you know, it was that street, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I grew up in that area.
Yeah, it's like you're saying, it was treacherous terrain back then, you know? Yeah, great song though. Merciful, Kenyatta, I forget who else was in the group, but excellent song and really a piece of Seattle history for sure.
Yeah, just hearing it just give me that vibe. It just, I can see all the places they're mentioning.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I grew up in the city, so it was like,
Richlands,
all of that. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a lot different now, but yeah.
Oh yeah, drove by Richlands the other day. It's like condos there, or business offices or something.
It's a lot different now.
Like, there was a time people wouldn't even walk right here, you know. But
No, it's nice though. It's nice.
Yeah, I'll go with more music. Yeah, I just want to touch on that real quick.
Got no face, so why do you say so? Come to your show? I don't know, rolling down the avenue with babies trying to hit face. I'm still waiting, fully out of fuck skate. Yeah, I stack, your neck is a wreck, not fully automatic. I'm pushing that whole out of wax,
Everybody used to shout out the stereo.
That's what I have on here. Alpine and all fun.
So this shit is not moving, so vacate the place. You ain't got no face.
My memory's so bad, man. I can't. Like a little Grace Jones sample.
Since you invested in a new system, 12-inch woofers, no power to lift them. Rolling down streets again the same. But everybody knows your system is lame. Said you couldn't wait to see the look on his face. But everybody knows you ain't got no face.
Aw, shit.
Jace, let's go.
Hey yo, I flip the script, rip shit, then I'm going. From the East Coast to the West Coast, I'm the fly most. High post, now I'm on the down low. Yo, keep the style of the rhyme and the sound flow. Yo, it's the mellow throwing down on a fat track, getting over like a fat rat. Yo, like that? Word, so check the flex, no matter who rips next, my crew gets wrecked, so give enough respect, cause yo, we on point like index. You wonder why I'm vexed, brothers pop like Timex. Thinking that I'm a king like BB, but yo, like Stevie, no wonder they can't see me. Motherfuckers don't understand, I'm the fucking man. And yo, shit's about to hit the fan. I'm getting loose like a hooker. Plus I'm having good times, yo, my pocket's fat like Booker. Better yet, they stay fat like Oprah. My corny motherfuckers try to flex like Mad Cobra. Hey yo, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Just pass me the mic and a fat loop I can get with. Make it a point blank track and I'm straight. Yo, the shit's for the radio? Nah, I don't have to wait. But yo, I'm out, who's next? My man Specs, time to represent. Yo, get wrecked while I crack my back.
Hey yo, Specs, rise to the top and elevate.
Shout out B Mello.
Yeah, my dope, no question. King of hip hop, getting props at every session. Specs of the West, representing the ease. A paragraph of the breeze. I don't care who disagrees. They're here to see who flips the best. But so-called rappers need to give their lips a rest, cause times are wasted. My grill's twisted cause the rhymes I'm tasting. And I don't really hear what you're saying, but it's perfectly clear the brothers here ain't playing. So take a seat in the front, and I get flam as I'm heating the blunt. Cause it ain't no thing, and there ain't no half of you collecting that for the weak ass raps. Save all the drama for the movie screen. I take a loop, the 12s or a drum machine, and get in that ass like spandex. Tomorrow you'll be screaming, yo, you my man Specs. But I ain't giving any slack or leeway. I'm catching wreck like Stevie on the freeway. Cause the show for me and E is no sweat. We get wrecked, gather heads and jet.
Let's go. Shout out Wari say Jay Moore, my father, rest in peace. Source of labor, what? Fast forward a couple of years.
Puts it down how it's supposed to be done. We give thanks for the sun, moon, stars. We not worshiping cars, clothes and jewels for all you fools. That ain't how the story go. Making money don't make you an MC. Every rapper can't prove. If them gun go, boom, telling me what you know. You're going run for your life or pull out the 4-4 or hop in your ride and let the north slide. Shift in the fifth and match to overdrive. Get to the venue and rock the party live. Cause in 1999, man, we must stay alive. No need for gunplay. Check the wordplay from the brother word say 206 SEA. Time to crush and defeat all of the nonsense. For every ill action, there's a consequence. Balance, coma, the study of yin and yang. Turn up this track and let me do my thing. No more selling cocaine, just lyric I slang. On each and every block and city worldwide. It's the crew from the source and the whack can't hide. Even the blind can see how fresh we be. Hot producing beats, lyric MC. No time for second guessing, transversing or fixing. Simply manifesting overstanding these lessons. Live and direct, raw and uncut. Sure shot, body rock MC. Nigga, what? Live and direct, raw and uncut. Sure shot, body rock MC. Nigga, what?
Should you go if you don't know the ledge? How much love can be given till you take it to the head? Understand what is said is to bring forth elation. Source of labor, y'all. Three essential elements compose and comprise. We be the crew, make no compromise or mistakes. What's the stakes when you're living life? Just to play the game of death. Keep the flip plan, but save your breath. Kalia says relax and set your body free. Balance is found. We born reality. JMG got the lead for the Walkman troops and the underground cruise as we bounce to this. Sure, so be sure not to miss the 12-inch disc spinning one technique place. The feel the soul controlling my spirit or race. Hip hop is great, yes indeed, that's a fact. Time to slap up the system and take our culture back. Hip hop is great, yes indeed, that's a fact. Time to slap up this system and take our culture back. The sound we can't be measured by gold.
It's like this, y'all, and we don't stop.
Yeah, that the first song, man, I think it was called "The Shit Is the Fan." I just want to, man, I remember that. I can remember Jace. I believe that was a Jace song, maybe Jace and the Fourth Party, and I think the other rappers on it were Sean Malik and Specs. But I can remember them performing this song live in clubs, you know, in the early '90s. Just how fun that was to be young and just watch these guys, these brothers doing this stuff, you know. And then I just want to take a second to shout out Jay Moore on those last two songs that his son Oopie played. Those are both Source of Labor songs. And Jay Moore was a huge part of Seattle hip hop, a very integral part in helping move the needle in Seattle hip hop. You know, my memory of Jay would be very early '90s when he came back from Atlanta and kind of showed people that were doing stuff in Seattle how to take it to the next level, take it to the bars, charge for tickets, you know, get money, just things that weren't quite happening here yet, you know. He kind of put the infrastructure into place, you know what I mean? And yeah, you know, love the brother for that and everything that he has done in all the years since then, you know. Yeah, just want to shout him out for sure. Yes, indeed.
All you need to launch a culinary empire.
Let's take it back to the beat. Commentating, illustrating. I'm taking it back, come follow me. I pray a limp seed. I pray a limp seed. Yeah, come on.
When you bumped into me, had me poppin' body rockin' in the place to be. It was a funky fresh feeling that took over me. Never seen before this, a body move so free. A couple of years passed and now you're in the movies. See a culture on the big screen, wow, that's great. DJs, techniques, scratching up the break. Head spins, windmills up, rockin' the jam. Now they play you out and just call you a fad. Boast up the MC without the DJ's back. No breaking, no writing, all you got is rap. That's a terrible way to pay the culture back. Yeah, you got some chips, but they got some chips. Defining our culture, packaged up like this. You can rap for me, and I'll pay you a fee. That's the way it is, the way it's gonna be.
Celebration of hip-hop history, Langston and Rana.
Shout out to Vitamin D. Production on this track.
Very musical dude right there.
This man played 2 samples. Y'all know about that.
It's unbelievable, inconceivable, the amount of deceit conceived they apply to a plan to destroy the man of my stature. Now what's the matter? My presence threatens your existence.
Josh Siri Media Group. JMG for life.
A sense of security for my posterity. The eternal revolutionary. We the backpack brats from the Budapest flats, smoking lots of lust. But in God you trust, but you don't trust us, so you wait for the transaction. Soon satisfaction, and time to come until then we speak on lost subjects of the past. How superficially we build our relationship and expect love but more. They want love but more. They say love but more. We out the door. What for individuals make this true? Here's what I'm gonna do to explain to you. What for individuals make this true? Here's what I'm gonna do to explain. The thick of the pick had us quick to cloak and conceal. After others didn't see that the design didn't belong to just you. Yet we gladly accept the responsibility. So our possibility has some security, not the numbers but the love. If you wanna be real, be righteous, and you might just rise from the light of the to the light. Come to the ground.
Flying council in black and then
There's a bliss, there's blackfish. Power brothers and sisters, listen locked to this. It's that ultimate crew with that ultimate sound. Added verse from Khalid, now the world go round. Reality, come with TUFC on a journey of everlasting love.
I love you, Ma.
Harmonize, lyrical linguist with your learn. Josh isn't running things, I'm just part of the bunch, and that's
I'm gonna do one more and throw back to you. Rest in peace, Jay Moore. Life is rhythm, man. Life is sound.
To the sun, y'all, round and round. Life is love and life is sound. Vitamin D on the B side, let's get down. If you have a club half empty and you wanna fill the other half, think on my staff. Ah ha ha, ah ha ha, ah ha ha, ah ha ha, yeah. Ah ha 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 ha. And as the wax rotates and revolve, hip hop's evolved into a $1 billion entity, commercial entity. But I am not tricked by your technology. I pledge allegiance to my ancestry. While the break dancers break them, break beats be broken. Simple-minded crews, they be wishing and be hoping for a contract, a contract. And for the papers to be fat, and if they reach up on the map. But I dwell in the district that's central. My mental is far greater than the rap perpetrator. African Creole, ancient orator, sucker MC, could never be me. A blank sheet of paper and I set myself free. Now sucker MC, could never be me. A blank sheet of paper and we set ourselves free. Felicia Loud, she's so young beyond reality. It's going down. Added verse from Kalia as the world turns round. The source of labor boy got that champion sound. Champion sound. Champion sound.
Make the other MCs hide, afraid to step inside. Take a super step up and place your order. You're out of order, reorder. Body parts for the mission. Eternal vision, spiritually stepping in your direction. Job capabilities as a me. Who me? I be a MC free, a chemical lie, protected, respected, and always guided by the light. Sunlight, moonlight, starlight. First sight was seen, so the mission was sprung. Get the job well done and keep on serving them well. How long will it be before my people rebel? Until then, I'm physically trapped in hell. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. But my time was took from the crook who constantly takes from we. And in this day and time, the whole world will see that
time keeps slipping, and you're wishing you can find a way.
Huh? I'm gonna figure it out right now.
Keep it steady.
Keep it.
Find reality.
Oh snap! Oh snap! Oh, let's dig a little bit deep. Let's dig a little bit deep. Let's dig a little bit deep.
Goddamn right, I don't see
Woo!
If you didn't know by now, I am the invincible Dale G. One thing, I indulge and I participate in activities such as money. So, when I get on the mic and speak, I want you to listen to what I have to say. I'm like a gun with a clip, equipped to bust rhymes. I'm from the streets, nothing better to do but go for mines. Doing it like a nigga, swift and all.
I just don't know
You
how
best
to make
run when I'm dropping my balls on cover.
all I have is 2 XLRs and a mic on this one.
Smoking the trap, listening to the boogie down. Criminal minded as I blend in with the Evo. Cheat on to screaming folks and hooks and screaming people. From pimping hoes, gang banging and selling rocks. Check my valves and you know that I'm packing a Glock. A 9 mil with the vengeance to kill. Southport is where I hook up the big deals. And from the cocaine is where I get my bills. But a gun to the chest without a vest will put you 6 feet into your grave, you will rest. So don't mess with niggas from the production. A good Russian will leave you with a concussion. Then you're out for the count. And what does that amount? It's a Southport big plan, big plan, big plan,
kicking ass.
Oh yeah, picking up the mic again. It's MC Crafty. DJ FE is in the place. Dope Style Production. We did this one without a saw. We gon' kick a little something like this here. Check it in.
Reality, yo, that's the way that I be living. The frogs be stepping up in my face, so I'm taking what they giving. Yeah, that's how I be cut in the 9 deuce. Grabbing the microphone, coming with the lyrics, and straight get loose. No, it ain't illegal. You know what I'm saying? It's legit. It's keeping me paid. You're staring, my gears on hit. Peace to the B-R-E-Z-E. And I must give a shout to T-Baby. Yo,
what's on this right there?
Perfect. That's a fella be loving to hear. Keith Russell's my name.
A check up from the neck up just to show I'm still reckless. Suckers approaching with gas, and I'm the one that goes head on, that goes head on, that goes head on, that goes head on, that goes head on.
For a little bit.
Back up on my tip. Back up on my tip.
Man, me personally, that just took me back a little bit. It was very, you know, especially hearing that block of Source of Labor and Word Sayer, Beyond Reality, hearing Blase Blah rap. It was a sweet time in Seattle hip hop. And again, just to point out what their movement did at the time, it was really kind of, they did a lot to just kick the doors down for everything that's happening now. You mean, like literally their crew were, I mean, almost just pioneers in their sense, you know, or founders, I suppose. Like this whole thing is, you know, it's about the founders. There was a time where it just, you know, they just switched the direction of where hip hop was going. You know, they aided in that, and John and his team, they were able to make, you know, the media pay attention, make the clubs, the venues pay attention, because they really weren't taking Seattle hip hop serious beyond the community that created it here. That's what I saw, you know. When it went to downtown, it was a little bit. You know, it's like, wait a second, we don't want that downtown. You know, we don't bring DJs to clubs. It's just rock bands. It's this and that. But that was a very poignant era for when the rest of the city, I think, realized that, wait, hip hop is a force to be reckoned with here. And it's just like the Rock, and you know,
the Rocket newspaper played a big part in really getting a lot of us out.
You all were on the cover of that at one point.
We were in the Rocket, and then as they went on to Ghetto Children and that whole thing.
Sure,
I mean, they played a pivotal part in really pushing us out there to do all of that. And I've even opened up for groups, Bow Wow Wow, for all the punk rock groups and all the different groups.
Nice.
You know, open up for the Gap Band and all of these different ones, man. So it's just kind of because like I said in the beginning with rap, I think a lot of our parents even looked at it as like, this is just a passing fad.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody thought, you're not going to make money off of this thing. And then it kind of but just looking at it just kind of morphed into its own thing, you know. And the thing I think I really appreciate the most of hip hop is that it has its own culture. It's not, you can't just pinpoint it to a particular race or any of those different things. I mean, they have their own dress, their own way of doing things and so forth. So its own culture within itself is good, you know. So no, it's powerful. And listening to a lot of the things, because some of these songs that I haven't heard, it's really good. But I can tell Vida's when his hand
production,
his hand is on stuff. I dig
question,
it, you know.
Definitely.
And the thing that I think I love about him most, and it's probably because I'm a lover of jazz. I like how he brings that in.
Yeah,
he brings
in
that,
it all.
brings it all in there. So he doesn't just stick with that one, like most people, you know, we just get the drums and we just bang it out and just hit the bass.
Exactly.
But he
boom
brings
bap and that's it.
He
puts layers to it.
He incorporates it, put layers and put different things in there to really just bring it out. And you'd be like, man, I like that.
For sure.
It's something you can really groove to. You know,
the guy's got an ear, man. For sure.
Exactly. Yeah. So big ups to Vida. He's awesome, and even the Source of Labor. All these different guys that I've heard, you know, just seeing many of them I've heard of, and then just to hear some of them now, even though it's still from back then, it's like, okay.
That gives you some context, you know.
I'm
for sure.
And I've seen them, shook their hands, say, hey, what's up?
Exactly, right.
Maybe been to some shows and seen them, but it's good to hear it.
No doubt. And shout out on that last song, I think that was Crafty. That I hadn't heard that in a while.
Crafty's,
Just hearing him shout out names and places. Once again, it's just town business, and it reaffirms that the town has been there since the beginning with this. You know, it's always moved right alongside of hip hop on the national scale.
That's all. Yeah.
Like, you know, people think it's only New York, you know, at this time, but as James just told you, they were right there at the same time, we moved right along with it. You know,
So if you look at it from that standpoint, Seattle started right after Rapper's Delight.
For sure, Which is probably, you know, some cities like, man, we got to wait and see what's happening here for a minute, and then we're gonna get on it ourselves.
Exactly.
You know
we've been doing this, man, for so long, and just to still see it just keep moving along, you know, and just all the guys. I mean, some of the guys I really like to hear too is like DL and DM, you know, he's good.
DMS.
Yeah, DMS. DL is my guy too. But DMS is
Sharif, that was my guy in that group.
Oh yeah. So
shout out Sharif, the chef.
There's other ones out there. It's good. Squeak Nutty Bug.
Squeak. Talked to him the other day.
Squeak's my guy. So and he was on my record label because after. Because when we were at the Emerald Street Boys, what happened is once we started disbanding, I went into the executive producer portion. I started CD Ray's Records. When I started CD Ray's Records, he was one of the persons I had on there. I had Dark Set on there. With,
I remember that.
At that point, Sugar Bear was in that group with him, Funches, John Funches, and his brother Anthony Funches. And Brian Hatfield actually was on some of those songs too. Brian Hatfield was on a lot of those songs. So Dark Set. And then Squeak Nutty Bug was the one that I went on from there. So so there's a lot of them out there that's still doing their thing. Now Squeak is working with another company now, because quite naturally I'm way away from the whole music.
I got you. Yeah,
I'm in ministry. Sure. I'm a college professor now, and I'm doing all of that. So I don't.
Still got your Run DMC shirt on.
I gotta represent, man. I'm still old school, man. I'm still old school, so I'm always keep that going. So I was gonna wear my Adidas sweatsuit, but I said, I just wear this.
No, it's funny. Squeak comes up as I chatted with him a little bit not too long ago.
Squeak's a character. That's my guy. He's a character.
I'd posted one of your CD raised. Your newsletters you guys had. I posted on Facebook.
You posted that.
And Squeak hit me up right after. He's like, "Man, thanks for posting this." You know, I
saw that.
Don't forget about me out there. I think you must be in Atlanta now or something. Maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah. He's doing stuff with Sugar Free and with some other
nice.
with another label. So so best of luck to him with what he's doing and stuff. But still keep in touch with a lot of the guys. So my brother's still doing music. I think he's doing music for him too as well. So.
Okay, no doubt.
So shout out to my brother Ryan, RC the Trackaholic. Awesome. Indeed. That's my little brother, man. He's still doing it.
Oh yeah,
he's still doing it.
Yeah. He just did something. He's doing something new right now. I believe I saw him. Maybe it was something online. He was doing like the conversations and stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I'm digging that.
I'm gonna have to check those out.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Cool. All right, we ready?
Yep.
Y'all know it, nothing to the more. Backing on these broke down, hustling trap boys. Tryna break a nigga while she tryna break it rich. But everybody know that that's the nature of a bitch. Now you see the sheriff, so they're stepping up to bark. Nice sunny day, drop top,
this reminds me of like MCA.
I was just gonna say he said like
this reminds me of MCA. Yeah, 93. Yeah.
We influenced by this. We influenced by that.
All I got is that your money, and you want a piece, just to say the least. But I'ma give you nada, just see nada use up a piece. Ain't learned your lesson, thought the vapors that played out. Well, sit that ass down and understand what I'm talking about. You little biatch, use a trick, biatch. Listen, can't get the play unless a nigga's twisting. Heard I was clocking, so the bitch started jocking. Now she want a trick cause she seen a nigga walking. Caught ya rolling around town trying to find mo. But I'm big low key mo beat for the 9 dope. Dating hoes, they be hating mo. Say I'm coming over, keep them waiting low. Go digging bitches just platinum. I'm a 9 dope nigga digging for platinum. Looking so sad as the trick left my hat. Have to let her know dogging bitches ain't a fad. It's an everyday thing. Take a lesson from the king on how a broke nigga gets to sport the fat ring. So after I come, when I'm done, don't trip. Nuts on your lips, please. Tag up off my tip. Yeah. Tag up off my tip. Tag up off my tip. Tag up off my tip.
Another one of those.
Shout out Laura Kelly. Laura Kelly.
I like the way you walk and talk, all that good stuff. But let me take you, Mr. Deep Rock, not about enough. Are you fake slimmy prawns? You're just not my type. Take a hike, see the saggy pants wearing. Oh, girl, that's what I like to take a walk with and talk with. Oh, damn, she's got the gift again. Oh, how I love it when your baggy jeans sag with the cuffs. And did you get respect in the snuff? You're nice and tender, but you're down to get rough. Cause you're a girl, a fly girl. The tips of your my girl. Come hold my hand and we can walk around the world in a day. And then I'm funky journeys at my mothership with a touch of lips because I'm down to get in. But you can wait if you wanna. Get cozy on the sofa, pop the jibbity pop, the pippity pop. Corn, go to the blockbusters with the groovy movies. It's tender moments like this to start to move me. If you need love, I'm giving it to you with no limit. I want a girl that's down there ready and ain't afraid to straight kick it with the niggas from the hood. She's bad by herself but not good. Belly pants sagging with a starter and a hood. She knows I'm an all-around pro, though I may be hardcore. Sometimes I need to let her know the hold up, my darling. Now, you can be my one and only tenderoni. Cause baby, you got me going crazy like a
a psycho. But see, you ain't too proud to beg for that muscle bound strong third leg. I give you much props on your loving. It keeps my heart warm like an easy baked muffin. You're passionate like that funkadelic funk. But all I wanna do is take a journey with you, Mrs. Funk.
Rocks old school gear and likes to play with life, or maybe sporting jabos, written herring in his nose, saggy sleeves and baggy pants, and a b-boy stairs. Is it his Adidas or his Puma sweatsuit? My b-boy has got a vibe you can never substitute. He takes no shorts, no hose barred, and cuts no knows the names of the Decepticons and all the Transformers. Hot damn, he makes me catch the vibe when we're cooling by ourselves or when we're questing with our tribe. Running around town, speaking in our ghetto tones, running crazy snaps so we can come up with some fun to buy a snapper, or maybe catch a flick, then jet to his house and get myself some. Well, he doesn't always want a bone. He understands that when I write my rhymes, I need some time alone. He adds the funk to the angelic, the hum I truck, the atomic to the dog. It's me and Mr. Funk.
MC for sure.
CD stand up. That's really good. Sit to fail.
MC for sure. My home is the stage. We ain't on the same page. Opponents try to be brave and wanna rap like. I make them boycott my rhymes. My shit is tight. I'm putting whack crews on strike. Pickets and all. They mad at my rhymes. They don't want a verbal brawl. MCs talk trash and MCs will fall. MCs too short and MCs standing tall. All motherfucking yelling at 206. We got some haters. Niggas that don't like the Sonics riding with the Lakers. I get them spectators on the deal trying to peep. They rhymes I'll eat and under their breath they can't speak. I ain't feeling that. I'll aim my mic, maybe a strat. You'll catch a hot rhyme or you can catch a hot cat. I got my own back that's on the stage or in the streets. I'm steady, stay dead, having competition heads. Nah, I can even write some rhymes for you. You don't wanna be down, I'm smashing you and your crew too. Understand me, this is how it happens. There ain't no difference. I'm full of hip hop and daily rapping. MC for short, I ain't no competition. MC for short, I ain't no competition. MC for short, I ain't no competition. MC for short, I ain't no competition.
I'm the aggressor, microphone wrecker. I'm suggesting that you Northwest haters don't step up. I represent Central District of Seattle. Competition will agonize and die from the battle. I'm like an exacto, knife hella sharp. I'll dig in your chest and drain the blood out your heart. Don't start acting like you got all the rapping skills. I will have you stuck like a magnet.
Put your money down on the table and tell it to double. Put your dues inside of an envelope and mail them with troubles. I know that we all want our time to recline and Alex with a bubble. Everybody shouting, get yours and your stretch is above you. You see them friends that come with them ends, them niggas don't love you. Cause you looking at me behind your back every time she hug you. It then turns you into a hustle, tick away your spine and muzzle. Want them thighs and the brown eyes around every time that you cuddle. See the game is quite devious and the rules of lifetime steady. Can't get your feelings hurt when you doing dirt and your boots is getting muddy. Peaches and cream, peaches and green, women and money. Some spit their lives in search of both when they as close they tell me. I'm glad I was young when I got sprung off a smoke-filled lung. Cause as I grow, I know the pain that bees leave when one is stung. Some allow the game to claim they sold from the movement of tongue. Money lingers on the thugs, taste buds like roaches on crumbs. Like how we would stand on the blocks with rocks and the smokers would come. Green transactions made swift. Here's your 3 for 50. Mom said I could be the president or maybe mayor of the city. I ain't trying to be normal like rice, only lions, no kitties. Kinda funny how the peaches and cream got me short as a pygmy. Different set of guards bring around bras that never used to dig me. But naked in the back of the act talking about let's get jiggy. One plaster my face on the paper just like pocket biggie.
Across the river, skirts and chickens, smiling in your face with their hair wrapped up in ribbons. Supreme be the skrilla, the root that over paper, root of all the evil. I got niggas pulling capers. Cages be the whole, the broad, the river, skirts and chickens, smiling in your face with their hair wrapped up in ribbons. Supreme be the skrilla, the root that over paper, root of all the evil.
What's your word? What's your word? Watch your words. 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 Watch your words.
I'm fully loaded with flows at shows. A nigga's dumping, got the belly from excessive brew consumption. I'm pumping the track, you know I'm back eating spinach. My quality won't diminish. I'm rocking the mic till I'm finished, but I'll be right back to replenish. Cause I'm the clean up man. Heat up man. He touch Sam, he gets slaughtered by the doctor of applying lyrics. Why even bother? Think you come hard, but I come harder. It's priceless. The way I kick lyrics the nicest. Who needs a Howley to tell him hip hop sucked in 96? I'll battle. In opposition, will get the paddle, leave him rattled. Running from his own fucking shadow. I never been affected with hip hop jungle fever just because you do beats. Now use a regular Roger Ebert. I'm serious. My eyes will tell you I'm not playing. I've been chopping up when you was rocking Iron Maiden. So run to the hills, I feel. Oh, I ain't no hip hop bigot. Just speaking how I feel. So watch your words, motherfucker. Yeah, yeah.
Watch your words. Watch your words. Watch your words. Watch your words.
Cause I work too hard for this, for you to drop song in this. It's just a sample, so watch how hard it gets.
Watch your words. DJs. Watch your words. Watch your words. Watch your words.
Because the ultimate is Samson and Swift.
Man, shout out to my guy Samson S and Swift for that one. That was 22nd Precinct. That was probably one of my favorite songs of that era, and probably still is, honestly, Seattle hip hop. I feel like mid 90s maybe for that one, but I'm not sure. That last set, I heard a lot of voices I recognize. I can't quite piece everything together. I think I heard DMS in there. I heard Peace, Laura Peace Kelly. Heard some other stuff from the Central District. I know that just by the sound of it, you know. Yeah. But I wanted to ask you, just thinking about the Central District, what was it like back at that time for you guys starting out in the Central? Do you feel like you had was it just so new, or was there support from the community and things like that?
Oh, it was. Well, actually, the support.
You guys were like stars around here, man. Probably right here.
It was support in the CD and the South End.
Yeah, I got
so
you.
It wasn't even. It never even. It was just
you were the only ones at the time. Right?
We were pretty much. But now I don't want to say we were the only ones.
Okay.
We had different ones. We had Silver Chain Gang.
That's right.
We had,
that's right. Yeah.
We had
Silver Shadows.
Silver Shadows. Well, he was a little bit
later than that.
Later,
okay.
He was later than we were. And then we had Ronnie Beasley. We had the West Coast Funk Brigade. So we had different ones that were around in that time too.
Okay.
So when we talk about how it started, it's no different than looking at how rap actually started in New York. We have to understand that Rappers Delight came out, and quite naturally everybody said Sugar Hill's the first one because that's the first one they heard. Well, actually, they really weren't the first ones because you still had Grandmaster Flash.
First recorded.
Back then, they were selling tapes to taxi cab drivers and doing different things. So there were people rapping way before. It's just a matter that nobody took the time to say, this is something we want to put on a record and get it out there. So when we started, it was like I said, you had people still going around doing. I think that we had to put together our own way of what it looked like. As I was explaining before, we didn't really have a model to follow. So I think what we did is we put together something that we made kind of polished in a sense to where when we would perform, they'd be like, wow, okay, I'm seeing more. So it wasn't like typically you see people just go around stage just holding the mic. We actually we put together an action. So we were actually entertainers. We had to entertain in that sense. So I think it was like even when they were talking to Mix, because Mix came a little bit after that too in that era, and he was saying the same thing, that when he saw us, it was like, man, it was just a polished act. It was polished when you would see us, because we had the mindset of everything had to be on time. When we would rap, because you're talking about 3 people rapping at that time, so you're making sure this person goes, this person, and everybody's hitting at unison.
Rehearsals, everything.
Yeah, so whereas down the road you had people, they would rap and then, okay, it's your turn. Where it was us, you had to change off, and you had to know where your cue was, and when we all came in together. So it was so it was one of those things where people saw it. It was like, man, how do you jumping from back to back and you're coming together? And it was so when you look at that, it was one of those things to where when we started, and you made a good point before, that Seattle's been in the game with us and going all the way through, all the way back from the time that Rappers Delight even came out. So we were like the group that everybody, when we would go to Black Festival, everybody rushed to the stage. Oh, it's the MLC Boys going to be at Black Festival. We're going to be here. We're going to be there. And all these different things. But you still had other people that were also rapping too. So you have people say, no, we were first. So I would say that I would say first in the sense that far as being out there, where everybody kind of knew us, knew the Emerald Street Boys.
So were you all maybe
Jam Delight was another group.
Got you. I've heard the name.
Yeah.
Now you all were maybe the first recorded.
Yeah, we made the first recording. Yeah,
on vinyl or something.
Exactly. Our first album was a Christmas rap, and then on the other side was the B side was called The Move. And on the Christmas rap, oddly as it may sound, is we were actually the first one. Even with people singing, we had a person on there doing R&B, and we were doing the rap.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're talking about
which is so common today. You know,
now it's common today,
sure,
but so we were doing a lot of different things, even in that sense of doing. But it was like you said, the first putting out the album, and then just doing all the different shows, opening up for different groups. And like I said, the Rocket was very instrumental in that. They actually did a play. One of the well-known writers here actually did a play called Boys Will Be Boys, and it was based on our life. It was at the Washington Hall.
First I'm hearing of this right here.
So they actually did a play based on our life, and there was a lady who wrote, I think the name of the song, the play she put out, I think it was The Housewife. It had something to do with but she was a really known writer, well-known writer.
Okay.
And Silver Chain Gang actually played our parts as the Emerald Street Boys in this play.
It's a piece of history I've never
heard. It was a great play, but we was in a lot of plays. We was in Street Life also. We did a play called Street Life, and that was before, and that was around the time that we had started the rap. Started with rap, because the main thing I was known for in the beginning was bopping. We called it bopping.
Gotcha.
So that's what I was in it. And then me and Eddie Wells came together. After that, that's how the group came together, Emerald Street Boys.
So in these plays, you guys would like have little rap breaks or something, or dance breaks and things like that?
In the Street Life, we had our rap, we did our, so we were doing a lot of stuff that was, and people were kind of like, wow, man, they're doing this stuff that we just hear on the, and like I said, we didn't have anything, so we would dress like, so we were like like I said, with the Temptations, all our steps and all those different things. And so you go kind of thing, and so.
It goes to show you were ahead of your time still, man.
Oh, man. It was, it was fun. It was fun times. It was, and as time went on, we kind of disbanded, and that's when I started a record company. We kind of moved off. The Mix-a-Lot came on the scene. Big ups to him, and moving the progress along and so forth. So
no doubt.
It's great. Loved it.
Yeah, we're ready.
I'm not going to be showing you how to install it. It's pretty straightforward. You get some 100% freedom on. I'm not going to be showing you how to install it. It's pretty straightforward. Here's a link you want to get this installed. We're going to be using Keyboard for compression later on, so there's some settings to show you later on. The next everything we do from the Pro project, not open to the person, quite easily.
Shout out class.
You got your reel out there. Sit back and relax and be mentally out there. Tell me what's on your ride, I don't really care. As long as you're aware. If you're too anxious, you ain't catching nothing. So hold on tight and you'll get it all, right? Notice that you see your pole is jerking. Just keep your eyes focused and your baited line working. See that man over there yelling at the sea? Cussing at the water, he's missing reality. See, fish don't bite at an angry pole. Your ride is your spirit, your reel's your soul. So ride that wave that you've been missing. It's a thought process that needs to go fishing.
Yeah, he caught the big one. Yeah, he caught the big one. Yeah, he caught the big one. Real man. Yeah, he caught the big one. Yeah, he caught the big one. Yeah, he caught the big one. Real man. Yeah, he caught the big one. Yeah, he caught the big one. Yeah, he caught the big one. Real man.
This shit's hella jazzy.
Yeah, he caught the big one. They got Miles Davis and shit in the bag. Real man.
From here, we're going to be able to close down our text file, and then we're going to be opening up our Spotlight, and we're going to be searching for Kika. Now, once Kika pops up, we're going to be clicking it open, and from here, we're going to be selecting the gzip option. Now, by default, you'll probably arrive on the 7-zip option. What you want to do from here is click gzip, and then we're going to be dragging our downgrade file that we just edited into Kika by dragging it over to gzip option and then dropping it, and then this is going to be automatically compressed into a gzip file, which we're going to be editing again to bring it back over to a Premiere Pro project file. What I want to do here is click in to change the name of the file we just made as a gzip, and we're going to be changing the extension from a .gz to a .Premiere Pro project file, which is a PRPROJ. Once we click enter here, we're going to have to click use PRPROJ instead of a .gzip, and then by doing this method, we're going to create a new Premiere Pro project file that we're going to be able to open up in Premiere, keep all of our sequences and all the settings intact. So all you want to do now is double click to open up the Premiere Pro project file that we just created, and then Premiere is going to say that it needs to be upgraded or converted to a newer version. Since we changed it to number 1, it's going to be made to the oldest version Premiere Pro has available. So what you're going to do is give this name whatever you want. I'm going to be clicking OK and just leave it by the default name, which is just going to be this. And then you're going to have to relink to media. In this case, I'm not going to be relinking to media. I think it's a pretty easy step. All you have to do is OK to wherever your media is. I'm going to be clicking cancel from here. And as you can see, my Premiere Pro project is working perfectly. All my sequences are here. My effects are still on my timeline. And I even still have a title here that still works and can be dragged onto my timeline. And it's that easy to open up a newer version of a Premiere Pro project on Mac. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this tutorial, be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, check out the other videos on the channel. I'm going to leave a link down below to my PayPal if you found this video helpful and you want to support me. Of course, there's no pressure if you can't. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, as always, keep it saucy. Peace.
Yeah, I think it must. Yeah, I was. The exhibition hall, I think. Yeah, it was a long time ago.
If you work in a team, you've got to try Monday.
Kumo D. Kumo D.
At Seattle Center?
No, it wasn't at the Seattle Center. What was funny is because, you know, everybody knew because I was kind of known James Croom, the bopper, you know, so I was bopping, and so we were downtown, and when we were downtown, he was across the street. So I seen him over there, you know, he was kind of, you know, hitting a couple of moves, you know, and quite naturally, you know, I had to bite. I had to just say, hey, you know, I had to let him know he's in Seattle.
That's hip-hop, man. Yeah, you know.
So I did my thing, you know, and he kind of stopped doing what he was doing.
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, so I bopped against Kumo. You know, it's kind of amazing because, you know, just seeing him.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. So to say,
So
Wow,
so that was cool to go against Kumo D.
Yeah, for
the
sure.
whole Wild Wild West guy and all of that. So yeah, that was really amazing. So yeah, so no, it's been and one thing you mentioned about the way the CD was back then. Like I said, the CD was like where we would always just hang there. That's where a lot of the rappers in the beginning was the CD. Then you had some in the South End, but it wasn't so much a rivalry as that with us to where everybody just they're almost street boys. You know, we go to Latif's if we're at Latif's or you know, if you guys remember, I'm probably dating myself. Latif's.
No, I know what it is though, man.
Yeah, on Rose Street. So yeah, Latif's, and so all those places we would always go and perform. And I remember, just so you guys know, before we were the Emerald Street Boys, we were the Terrible Two. It was just me and Ed in the beginning.
Okay.
Me and Eddie Sugar Bear Wells. And we lost a battle actually because Jam the Light was good.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was Big Boss Cross, rest in peace,
Okay,
and Gary Jam. We lost a battle with him. And then we became the Emerald Street Boys after that.
Okay,
so
interesting.
that's what I was saying. So when we talk about the first rap artist, I think it was just known from everyone who was the ones that kind of would stand out group.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, for sure.
Because you still had other ones that were doing different things. And then of course bringing out the vinyl kind of made like that's the first time
so
that
it's official here. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, so
you got some merch now.
Yeah,
you know what
so
I mean?
it was funny though. Yeah, you know, and the one story I just got to tell you guys this real quick. There was the way our group came together. And I know Robert probably don't like me telling this part, but when Eddie first met me, he was off the hook. He was a DJ and a rapper.
Okay.
But he always heard about me because I was known for dancing. So when I came to my grandmother's house in the CD, he was sitting up here telling me, man, you know this guy James Croom, man, you got to see how he dances. And I didn't tell him who I was.
Yeah.
And so I did. Does he do this? And then he said, and then so I hit a couple of moves, and he said, man, that's what he does. And I told him who I was. And he said, man, come up to the house, right? So now check this out, you guys. This is the crazy part. So we go up to his house, and Ed at this time, he was more of a homebody. He didn't really get out and go to clubs or do anything. Because
he's working on his craft.
15, 16. So he's up there and he starts doing this rap. This rap he was a story rap.
Okay, yeah.
Rap was off the hook. But I told him, I said, man, I heard this rap before. I seen somebody doing this rap. And it came to me, I was out at Latif's, and Rob was taking his raps and doing them out at Latif's. Right? Rob probably don't like this story.
Because he was older and he could,
So he was out in the mix doing his rap. And so when Ed heard it, he just hit the roof. What? He's stealing my rap? So us being kids, we went on this mission to look for Rob because we wanted to beat Rob up because he was taking Ed's raps. You know, that's just us being kids.
Ed was a ghostwriter and didn't even know it, huh?
So because he knew it verbatim, you know. So I didn't know if he was just going there, hanging out with him, getting all this stuff, and then going out doing it. So we went and we ran into him, and the next thing you know, we ended up just all coming together as a group.
Hilarious.
But it's just funny though that he was out here doing all of this stuff.
Yeah, doing the raps anyway. It's nice. That's a good one.
Yeah, so it was fun. And we're all kids just having a good time.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's what it's
back
about.
Back then when you did raps, it was just about, you know, because you want a girlfriend, so you rap, and you know that.
Why is anybody?
That was the cool thing to do.
Man.
Yeah, that's the cool thing to do. Yeah. You know, get your curl, rap, and girls like you. You know, and then so that's kind of in the beginning. That's kind of how it all kind of got started and kicked off. But we had fun. It was rap for us was fun.
You didn't need much to be cool back then in rap.
No,
man.
no, you didn't need much to be cool.
A few bucks.
Yeah.
If you drank, a 40-ounce did it. Now you gotta have all kind of foreign cars and bottles.
So, we talked about having all that stuff, even though we didn't have it. Because that's all we knew. We just said, I got this, I got that, but you don't have anything, but you're just saying it, and then, like I said, rap kind of changed after that, and it just kind of moved into a whole different era. So back then, there was no swearing or anything like that. We just kind of
nice and clean.
Rap, But it was fun, man. It was a blessing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that was the thing, man.
Cool, for sure.
Now watch Rob probably get in touch with me later.
He might be on here messaging right now.
I love you though, man.
You said do countdown?
Speaking how I'm caught up in this reality, getting judged based on salary or how fresh you appear to be.
My mom was out rapping a lot of niggas.
A quarter pound, a quarter key, getting served from block to block like sacks of rocks in my community. Over billions served, niggas still on the curve. Looking for a way about the ghetto, but settle for the drama. Your baby's mama, and so on until there's love. Battle back from oppression, uprise from refression. But it's cool to learn some lessons, but most of what I know was never taught. So I ought to be speaking how I'm speaking, and you do, I'm reaching while I'm reaching for the sky. It don't limit to what we doing. I'm rolling with my crew, and we going through the same trials and tribulations. We living in a nation that was built on segregation, misleading and erasing the situations we placed in today. So I'm placed in this same space and time. We speak, not preaching, but teaching, releasing. Energy set forth my body and soul. I lead for sake, that is I, Josh Series. Now you know, question, reality. Tell me, what you see, could it be? Is it three?
Shout out Jake One.
I heard Damien mention him a lot.
Jake. Today he's doing all kind of crazy stuff.
Don't get crazy, man. Wood. Lay my money down on the wood and pound on them good. Knock them out, knock them to the ground and clown on them good. On the edge, all I need is push. Fuck a tree, fuck a bush. Dog, give me smoke, mountains, kush. Whole forest. Rap on the record with no chorus.
Another one I remember,
my brain from
quite
mistakes
called
with no stories. Some people run away from the truth, I run towards it. I could lose, yeah, that's a possibility, but only makes me stronger as long as it's not killing me. Across the globe, they feeling me. I'm so confident. Don't look at the cards, they telling me. Hard to count the amount of studio couches I slept on. Headstrong, that means I'm right when I'm dead wrong.
Did Rob come on here?
Not get crept on.
Did Rob show up? No.
Jake One, one of the best long.
I think you hate when I tell that story.
Back to LA. Boston up on you, motherfucker. We make it rain down on these punk motherfuckers. Yo, Ed, shine on these boots.
Yeah, back from tour serving customers. It's where the hustlers can't decide whether to ride out on top of the drum or the percussion is a fall back behind the beat. Never trusted her. I just play my position and state my claim. They claim not to listen. Better duck, I aim in your direction. Section, street or lane. Avenues, drives, boulevard. Here's the rain. To pull the horse back, grab the mane. It's the force that decides whether good will reign. Dark side, bright side. I don't fucking say which remains at the end of the day. I just spit my game. I stay Jake One dip when it comes to bass. Low on the treble, passport, stamp federal case. A fresh pick from the orchard. Rolling a van of white in my home.
Shout out Chocolate, Vitamin D on production. Next one. Jake One, I lied.
Everybody wants what we got. Loving and pleasing him is my purpose. It's worthless. Without him, I'd be lost. Seldom gives into what I want, but make sure I got what I need. I've never been in love like this before. Everybody wants what we got. It's like it. Opening my eyes, I see the sunshine. My future's so bright. Loving the way my life has taken shape of mine. Didn't think I could be so incredible.
I'm walking, mine in the gutter, mind over matter, line undercover. I can have a backpack full of stones. If you got the ice cream, I keep the cones. Rain and beach lifestyle, get the money right now. Business transaction gone wrong, nigga. System out the trunk, sound crazy. Catching y'all attention, changing y'all dimensions, maybe. Seattle, city that raised me. Not quite 90s, I'm a late 80s baby. 80s attitude, young niggas don't faze me. Talk to me with respect, big homie style. I'm more about the check, so you know me now. You can hand it to me, spoil me like you know me, child. I get my laid back on. DJ Vitamin, play my song. Watch me get loose off the truth. The views off the meter, the views from the roof. More than a leader or the captain of the troop. Trendsetter nigga, yes, I am the group. Never clicked up, no alone I watch. Not a gangster, known for the shows I rock. Rock with me, we for the spot. From Modelo block to the top, big homie stack.
Watching Gunsmoke, just a young nigga broke, trying to swallow blunt smoke. Now she in the kitchen cooking up some soul food. My uncle smoke rules, fucking up my whole mood. My auntie's talking shit back and forth while we eat. My cousin's freestyling back porch to the beach. Yo, a bullet turned my brother to a picture on the wall. So I crumble up the chronics with the swisher, let it fall. Hit the weed twice, breathe life, shoot sevens, get my cheese right. I squeeze dice in a circle in the street lights. With weed pipes, way Puma Clydes, G Nikes. Hella high in house parties off the East Pipe. Puff, puff, pass, trying to get his ass back. Cuddy keep crapping out, trying to get this cash back. Goons grasp gas and Gore-Tex, matte black strap hidden in my North Face backpack.
Yeah. Shout out my brother Porter Ray on their last record.
Rolling through the scene, got my seat on gangsta lane. Baby, I've been stunning all day, it ain't a thing. Rolling up another, bring another, I need 2 or 3, 'cause I'm just tryna get lit.
Tryna get lit, just a little bit. Let me get a hit off the bit while you sipping it. Your homegirl says she ain't been hitting it, she tripping. I skipped her cause I don't know what her lips spit. Look, introduce me to your man. I seen him looking over and I'm trying to get in. Standing in the corner looking like he need a friend. Gave the boy my number, told him get up in the wind. So we flew to the next room, met up with the crew, yeah, that's how we do. Lighting up the mood, smooth as a motherfucking velvet rope. You can look at me and just tell I smoke. Give me just a second, let me clear my throat. Then I hit him with a two-step. Came through with my bitches and we looking too wet. Ain't nothing new to a nigga, been off my cool shit.
Rolling through the scene, got my seat on gangsta lane. Baby, I've been stunning
baby sister. Gotta hate to twist up. Got flavor swishers, I can't blaze it with ya. Let me paint a picture like in the days when it was 2 packs with 15s, Garsha Vegas get stuffed. Carla Rossi in the red cup, DJ Quake bumping, made a nigga throw the west up. At the barbecue, got me feeling like the 90s. Don't wanna harm or do, but got my killers right behind me. She back it up on me, now the homie stroking. Got hands on cheeks, not Macaulay Culkin. That nookies when she want face, say she ready. Cushion cookies in the blunt, call it Casey Veggies. Got strange you ain't seen before. SML, Hemador, give him a pour. Keep the glass pipe chalice too phallic, but I got 2 sweets like Mario and Malice. Let's roll.
Rolling through the scene, got my seat on gangsta lane. Baby, I've been stunning all day. It ain't a thing. Rolling up another and another. I need 2 or 3, 'cause I'm just trying to get
I heard a lot of good stuff in that last set. Heard some Jake One production. I think I heard a Sport and Life song in there. I think I heard a D Black song, instrumental. Heard some, Big Homie Style by Jake One with Jay Pender on that track. And then I think that last one was Gifted Gab and Vitamin D, but I just wanted to talk about women in Seattle hip hop for a minute. That is a big thing, Well, I don't know what it was like. I know Mia was one of the first
Street girls.
Yeah, was she one of the first female MCs?
As far as we knew, at that time, it was her and her cousin Doretha, who was playmates. So Mia, Angel Face, and then Doretha, Playmate Johnson.
Okay,
so and that was back around the same time in the early, like 81, 82-ish.
Okay.
80,
And now we have Blimes and Gab, who they moved to LA, but they're still from the town. You know what I'm saying? And we heard some Peace earlier. We heard Beyond Reality, but just thinking about the town, we've had quite a nice amount of female MCs throughout the day.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to recall everyone, but Peace of Soul, Julie C, who's still around today. There's been quite a bit, and we heard some Chocolate in there as well.
Yeah.
Wasn't an MC, but she was singing. But
she's a phenomenal singer.
Yeah, for sure. And her connection to the hip hop beats was just like a marriage always for some Seattle, the sound. Yeah, definitely. She was our own little hip hop queen, I suppose. For sure.
And it's really hard to even just pinpoint, because like I said, there's so many people that are out there rapping. You don't know, it's hard to say who was first. But as far as once we started moving up, and then the Emerald Street Girls came on the scene at the Black Festival, and they also did a show with us. It was kind of the Emerald Street Girls.
Gotcha.
So Mia was really good. She was phenomenal. She was phenomenal.
You're right. It is hard to say, we have these accolades that we want to, live up to in these times in history, and then sometimes someone else will come check you and let you know, hey man, we were doing this too or something.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. And it's amazing because, like I said, I never because when we look at it, I look at it from the standpoint of when we just in that term, like I was saying before, when you talk about first. So when you look at locally being known locally, and then you have Mix-a-Lot, who was known nationally.
Nationally, yeah, exactly.
So it's one of those kind of things. And like I said, it was no different than with Rappers Delight or any other rappers that were coming out, that there were people way before them.
Completely.
But far as we know, the first rap thing we were.
Yeah, for sure.
But
someone gets the baton.
But you go to their neighborhoods and be like, oh man, it was Joe down the block.
From us.
Yeah, Joe, man, he was the first rapper.
No doubt. Indeed.
Yeah, we all know Joe, so it's one of those things where
for sure.
it's so hard to pinpoint. People are like, no, we was first. So I mean, that's a debate that can go on
completely. Like what
forever.
was on the radio first, did the press pick it up?
So we got to think.
Constitutes that?
And that's why I always dated back to when we start to think about rap came out, far as any of us know, is '79, and that's what rappers are like, because we were all running around reciting Rappers Delight. Everybody had to know Rappers Delight. I remember writing it down and just
we were doing the same in LA, man.
So and us coming up in the '81, which kind of started before '81. So at that point, it's like everybody was probably everybody was pinning their own stuff and doing it. So, and I think we just kind of caught that break at that time, where us becoming a group where everybody kind of noticed it. So
I got you.
Yeah, but as far as the women rappers, Mia was phenomenal, and there were other rappers that were coming on also, women rappers too. So
I can remember there's a girl. Nicole F. Does that name sound familiar to you, man? There's a girl I remember from West Seattle way back. Just trying to go through, women rappers from the town. But I'd have to probably sit off camera and think about that, so I don't look crazy. Just sitting here thinking.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Now it wasn't uncommon to either be at a club or to be out someplace and somebody's out there just spitting out a rap. You're like, oh man, they're
whether
tight.
they were established
Yeah,
or not.
man, they're tight.
Sure,
you know, and some of them I didn't really catch their names or who they were and different ones. But then there's some that you just know because you start palling around with them and knowing them and stuff. So it's not really to take anything from anyone else that was out there doing it. I'm sure they were great at what they did, but it's just that from far as the local scene, that's the kind of way that it kind of transpired from there.
And that's what it really is with hip hop too. It's like is who's the loudest? You know, who's making the most noise on the street? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Who wants to be seen? Who wants to be heard? You know,
And so you can imagine how good we feel when we see people like Vitamin D and my son Damian Black and those guys. You know, of course, Vitamin being Ed's cousin, and seeing them now taking it to the next level and moving it on.
Completely,
so where we were at, it was at a point to where we were, when it first came out, nobody really knew where it was going. It wasn't a thing where we were just running out to say, hey, we want to make millions or do what we want to do.
Yeah, you're just doing it, man.
But seeing them guys take it on, it's like, it's good to say, man, that's good to see them guys still pushing that, you know, and all the other ones around them that's doing the same things, and people that took part in their success. And like I said, man, I thank you for just being there with Damien and going through that process and producing
my pleasure, man.
The record label, man. And every time I would go to shows, you were always there, always respectful, and me and you would talk and different things. And like I said, he had nothing but good things to say about you.
Oh,
and it showed. It showed in just our conversation. So it was just good to see that he was in good hands through that whole process too. So that was a blessing. So
I kind of remember that time too, when you know, Slim and Mia, you know, meeting them and just them saying they're like, in a sense, they were just kind of like, here, take this guy, man, take his friend Ramis and just, you know, help them out and see what we can do, you know. And I mean, I thank them for that, and you, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the thing is like I said, and I want to make sure we make this clear too, it's Mia Black Buford, because Emery's an awesome guy too. That's good.
Oh man,
me and Emery have become good friends and everything. And
he was my business partner.
Yeah, you know, Damien's stepdad and everything. So I want to respect the fact that she was married. So Buford, Mia Black Buford. So
shout out to Slim.
Yep. Shout out to him.
Indeed. Cool. We ready when you are?
Shout out to my brother.
Yeah, definitely. I already think this is Vita production, I think.
Echo's not there.
Yeah, you know,
Step one, step two, the sum is infinite. New sense of me, the remix got party people into it. Definitely, brothers be getting caught up in the mix, but luckily that's not how I was brought up. Check it, little Junior aspires to own the block. To 80s task, he decides he needs to own a Glock. Selling rock, peddling crime. The settling line is in his belly while he's smelling the lines.
Check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2. Y'all can't hear me? Y'all can't hear me? Y'all can't hear me?
That's cool.
With an insane crew, a couple brothers who had his back when undercovers came through. Now the brothers on the block, but with no deal, serving all the clutches, crack and homegrown weed. Calculating the week's revenues while he's mad, then counted it 3-4 times, $500 absent. He looked up at his man and said, "What's up with that?" Twice replied, "I heard it. Yo, man, I deserve it." They both stand up, their eyes are locked, don't hear a sound. You know somebody is going down. Yo. Confrontations are a trip, you gotta know how to be swift, never slip up. Yo, confrontations are a trip, you gotta know how to be swift, never slip up. Yo, confrontations are a trip, you gotta know how to be swift, never slip up. Yo, confrontations are a trip, you gotta know how to be swift, never slip up, 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 never slip up.
Top spin on the production, the production, the production, the production, the production.
What's all that for? It's the sure shot. Only when I'm high, earth on high. What's all that for? It's the sure shot. Only when I'm high, earth on high. What's all that for? It's the sure shot. Only when I'm high, earth on high. What's all that for? It's the sure shot. When I'm high, earth on high. Absolute. Criminal, where here warfare's not air to catastrophic outcomes. Full salt on the quest of those dumb. Why not 1-1 all why? Sit bare thought, product of this all art hard. not never tired. Ease, earthful eyes, ain't shit surprising. All ease, sensitive left-handed. Communications underground, wide expanded. Whacking MCs like carrier pigeons. Wall to wall, rock gravel, narrow path sketched out on chalkboard. Classroom with authors in the course
solo, there was
2 ounces of weed for intelligence. Only when I'm high do I this think. Only when I'm high do I feel this thing.
No one else rap like him, man.
Only when I'm high.
He had his own little.
My brother Top Spin, I love that. He's not just Indiana Jones. Woo! Is Top Spin again? Infinite, infinite. Let's roll, let's roll, let's roll, let's roll, let's roll, let's roll, let's roll. It sound like
I walk straight up of that fucking dope, toe back like Kodak Prince. Motherfuckers ain't seen me since I went downtown, nigga. Non-cocaine seller. Same substance on these motherfuckers. I hear that I ain't even seen in hella, but it's the same thing though. We gang laced with an angle. Song and dance. Why do we do this tango? Kiwi lime it mango. Crush ice and gin. 918 146 pound. 13 then sin. As I wait, we move the square between my ear and ball cap. Phone rings, pick it up. Hey nigga, where y'all at? We at this double tree with 3 the back. Bitches you ever seen on the planet. But yo, I know you lying on. When them hoes whips look just like Lionel. Thundercat hoes pose while niggas break down O's. Then propose closeness, blunt smoke up they noses. Serving me all 4 coasts, till niggas get nauseous. Digging you, mad you let them in your both tricks. But that's the reason my worries peak. I'm deep now, can you scoop a nigga? Just like super nigga, I mean lead and super nigga. Ask that bitch who came with it because these niggas is straight up tripping out here tonight. And like I said before, mine, please leave on them lights. Leave them lights on my buzz so I can see some of these wild type niggas walking up on me. Cause shit didn't change, it ain't the same. Cash money, cars, hoes, chronic, manipulate that brain. Leave them lights, leave them lights, leave them lights, leave them lights, leave them lights.
Yo, what's up? This is Samson S from the 22nd Precinct, kicking a little jam about all them fake revolutionaries out there that ain't doing nothing. And I'm about to keep the real deal. I hope you feel me. Mr. Revolutionary, where have you been? In 94, you won't be my friend. Is it cause I'm young and you believe the hype and scared to come around your old hood at night? I only wanna know, I'm not trying to dish you. If he knows it's running, I'll provide the tissue. In the late 60s, you was down with flowers. In the 70s, you was down with black power. Back in the 80s, you were down for self. And now in the 90s, you're only down for wealth. If you ask me, I'll call you a sellout. When the revolution comes, I know you will bail out. You think that you were culture cause you embrace the white culture. But the white culture only sees you as a vulture. Trying to get a crumb, you silly little bum. You must have forgot where you came from a black mother and a black father. And with the black woman, you made a black daughter. And then you crossed over and met a white woman. And from that white woman, you made half white children. Don't mean to sound harsh, I know that love is blind. But why'd you let love forget your own kind? I only wanna know, you sucker. I only wanna know, Mr. Revolutionary. Kick the chorus, yo, yeah. Where you at? I can't find you, yo. Where you at? Where you at? I can find you, yo. Where you at? Where you at? Can't find you, yo. I can't find you, but I'm still searching, yo.
I was a shorty trying to slaughter giants, cause I was sure that I could take them to war before they saw the signs. Rappers bright as the gun flashes. In the dark, I got niggas in the park sporting sunglasses. You know the type to get a little naughty. Me and my troops on the project stoops, trying to kill a 40. Yeah, my skills weren't too terrific. It's what a few people say, cause my raps are sorta scientific. Running through the streets like a looter, the gift shooter, smoking some Buddha on a little scooter. You couldn't sleep or take 40 rings. When I was young, I had niggas saying, I hate the way shorty think. An architect, intellect, who did time in the projects with vets who have big respect. I was a sick, ill shorty. I was a sick, ill shorty. I was a sick, ill shorty. I was a
already know. It's like you and him taught Jake, right?
What's your definition of a real MC? What's your definition of a real MC? What's your definition of a real MC?
Take a shot for revolution. The confusion.
Now break it down on the one. If you're looking for something holy, go get your ass a nun. Listen up, cause this shit just begun. Duck and dodge, shooting it up like the young guns. Fire lyrics like an automatic weapon. We gets busy, it's illegal, but ain't no half-stepping. Don't try to clog me up like Mr. Drano, cause I'll pierce that ass like Lou Albano. So give me my props, hops, cause we got it going on till the break of dawn. Non-stop, unlike you, I don't flip-flop. I like wearing my boots and boxing, battling in hip-hop. I flip the script, my vocal cords I once ripped, trying to make a hit. All those that is hip-hop, not rock, R&B, or pop. This is for the rude boys hanging on the blocks. They say I'm on the East Coast dick, I'm on no man's dick. So my middle finger catch it, cause I wreck shit, flex shit, pep shit. Yo, I'm on some old neck shit, yo check it, yo check it.
What's your definition of a real MC? What's your definition of a real MC? Chicago.
This goes out.
And that last set to me is the golden era of Seattle hip hop. To me personally, and that's maybe it's because I have a connection to that a little bit more, or maybe it's just the sound, you know. But in that set particular, I heard all kind of good stuff. I heard Jace, I heard Supreme and Black Tech. I believe we heard Infinite, Sensimilia, but there was just a sweet spot for me in Seattle hip hop. Me, like again, personally, maybe it's because I knew a lot of those people at the time, and you know when some of these songs were getting crafted, they were playing out live. But I also feel like it was a turning point in Seattle for kind of coming out of the grunge music era and people looking for something new, because the shows these guys were doing were starting to attract a different crowd. You know, it was the time when hip hop was kind of moving out of the hood in Seattle. At least that's kind of what I remember. You know, tickets were selling at these downtown venues. You know, journalists were a little interested in coming out and seeing what this was all about. You know,
I can tell it's a really strong East Coast feel.
Yeah, it was definitely strong
at that
time.
I can feel that vibe from the whole East Coast, and everything's kind of mellow.
Yeah, completely. Very lyrical.
Yeah, very lyrical.
Punchline raps and things like that. You know,
and you could tell there's a sense of them saying something that they really want to be heard, and it's like completely. You know, I'm giving you this message, and you know, I like it. It came off really East Coast.
Yeah, for sure.
East Coast feel to it.
And so shout out Jace, Topspin, H-Bomb, Supreme, Infinite, everybody that was in that little last block right there, for real. Cool.
Hey, I'm back to Chicago. 60643. Setting it off. Check it out. I was born when I'm 18, moms and pops never seen. Next move was adoption. Fuck termination options, it's kinda shocking. But life was good and hunky-dory. It started off kinda like a fairy tale story. It was church on Sunday and summertime vacations, doing the family thing with positive relations. But from the sky, he called when I was 7. The only mother I knew said peace and went to heaven. Now I'm on my own, and plus I'm all alone, still a child. But now I got to act like I'm grown. Now I'm getting my hustle on, and in various ways, from shopping bags to stealing, it seems a crime pays. Like JoJo Dancer, I didn't have all the answers. I was just a youngster, maintaining to keep from going under. Why this type of tundra? Like Stevie, I wonder. But like Lolita said, that no man put us under. Can you feel this? Can you feel this? Can you feel this? Chicago got my back, got my back, got my back, got my back. Chicago got my back, got my back, got my back, got my back.
Shout out to the homie Lil Man. Tacoma, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. DJ Saeed, my boy.
not down with the flip flop. Pop that shit to side squat. Damn, yo, wicked kid is all that and then some. Battered the mass with the brace, rough and handsome. It's time to introduce my crew, so what you gonna do? Yo, wicked can do. I grab my pen and sit by the speaker. I feels the fever, leave it to me, force the beaver. I got the E with the cleaver, the H with the rapper. Stay strapped where others walk the straight lines. I play the gaps like goalies. You can't control me like Nintendo's. When kid flows, I get you open like intros and take you out like blind dates. The cry rate, the black man's like Houdini in a fist, but I escape from the mental torture. Then indulge in my culture, plus hang the mental state of the clan up like posters. Blowing smoke from the image I drew from my holster, popping heads from slots like bread from toasters. As you roll like coasters and wave your hands in the air. So yeah, take mental trips on L trains with no fear. I have skinhead voted by the time I get to Arizona. Just left the World Trade and I'm blowing my kids up in Oklahoma.
Nice sunny day, motherfuckers heat 'em in the cat with my dank. Gotta make a call, tryna find my nigga Paul. Need me about a 50 sack to hold me till tomorrow. Got to get my step young every single day. Either with my niggas or with fools around the way. Cause you can smoke this split, but you can smoke that crack. Share smoke them big fat bomb Buddha sacks. Rolling up the blunt, looking good and smelling fresh. Only hit the power cause the power hits the best. Flash down, so we're doing 30 in Tanika. Bomb in the morning. I just wake up, something ain't right, can't roll all alone. I gotta see a DMO, made it back home. And chill with my niggas, cause we do this all the time. Fiends getting theirs, I got to get mine. Moms don't know that I be sucking over endo, so I gotta hit it late night up in my window. But yo, see, that's cool, cause I don't really care. As long as I gotta move for something clean to wear. Getting big tootin' by the docks of the back. The stone is the way that I be walking every day. Since I'm from Seattle where it rain all the time.
Take one.
You know this, the place to be if you blow pip. Medical car, see the doctor on some Kumo shit. Split the blunt after you fold it, you gon' trip. But happy on some pimp shit, new clothes kicks. Little mommy stroking the mink like you so crisp. If you notice, these fools know tricks to scoop your, so keep your game tight. Don't lose your grip like Jeremy Stevens. It's not the place to be if you're barely eating. Wintertime is the therapy season. They say the overcast, the depressions and stunts grow, but them ain't rain clouds, my nigga, that's blunt smoke.
Excuse me. What? Can I get your attention? What? There's a few things that I would like to mention.
Lived in this neighborhood. They say in 2019 it's gonna be 1% black.
Vitamin D.
My home don't feel like home. I just want a place I can call my own. My home don't feel like home. People looking at me like I don't belong. Outsiders coming in, why have we grown? Condos stand tall where we once roamed. My home don't feel like home.
I've seen Seattle win, I've seen Seattle change. You ain't a millionaire,
a house is out of range. Used to cruise 23rd, now my router's tainted. A whole lot of traffic, a whole lot of rain. I've seen Seattle win, I've seen Seattle lose. Indifference to the little guy became the attitude. The Seattle chill became the Seattle flu. That Paul Allen dude, he tried to make Seattle cool. Rainier didn't recognize the avenue. Dudes rocking Birkenstocks, walking Labradoodle. I always find myself asking, what's Seattle doing? The Hawks let Sherm go. Throw a pick at the goal, that's a Seattle move. Sherm's face captured the whole Seattle mood. At the expense of the hood, that's how Seattle grew. It ain't been right since the Sonics had to move.
Oh no. Yeah.
New Dave B.
Well, cause at best, I'm a mess. I'm a mess, yes, I confess. No. That at best, I'm a mess. But I'm yours, yes. Why? Flower color purple, I'm not Mr. Blessed and highly favored, David feel like a Clark sister. Know my words got power, I've been ghost, I've been binging blessings. Stingy with my energy, these niggas can't get a second. This shit like arson, the heat I've been harboring Floridas. My feet are to die. Know you got favorites, we ain't been playing them, please get that shit off the aux. Tell me how you really feel. We the reason niggas in my city get a meal. I'm my mama favorite, I'm all of my auntie favorite. They name me after my daddy. My daddy, he hella patient. My grandma, she been a savage. She paid your ass for the free. She told me I was a king crown sitting pretty like DDs. Niggas cross get locked up like a dreadhead. No curls, bunch of rock in the bed. I put on pounds, exchanging pounds, good deal, nigga, I'm well fed. Nigga, I just feed me something solid. Cause at best, I'm a mess. I'm a mess, yes, I confess. No. That at best, I'm a mess. But I'm yours, yes. I need whiskey on the rise. If you pull up, bitch, call before you knock. Where you been before, I promise this is not. See, your problem is you promise shit too much. It feel good when you really do. I started gassing my reflection like, ooh. It's really you, couple birds in the two-door like, oh, he in the coop, claiming everything that's for me like, ooh, he in pursuit. Passed on a friend like, I need you, got you stuck on a nigga, your magic were like glue. Said I'm always speaking in colors, a nice hue. Well, I'm never trying to link why the sky's still like blue. Paraphrase shit, well, I guess you my type too. Got rich and it wasn't all songs about high choose. I feel like most of these niggas just not true. I don't dabble, but you know I show life if you still do. Look, drunk ass hell perched on the roof. She say lie down, baby, I need the truth. If I jump off now, I had you. Don't be stingy with your heart, I just pulled up the pass through.
One hit. I ain't talking about a swisher, talking about what I deliver by her liver. Y'all know who the fuck is with her. Tell that broad they call a sitter. Have her acting extra chipper. Blame it on the extra liquor that was filling up my sifter. Don't believe me, want the proof, nigga. That's who I got the picture. Now I'm rolling in my whipper. Selly blowing up my hipper. Lake Ridge, Skyway, RV, Beacon Hiller. Central District I consider. Where they born and bred them getters. Lots of cats be acting bitter. Probably cause they raps is litter. All they albums be like filler. On my tracks I be a killer. But I'm cool, I'd rather post up with my crew and sip a Miller. Now we going out for dinner, laughing while the scallops simmer. Thought that I was checking messages, but I was on my Twitter. Pockets fatter from the tunes, or maybe just my pants are slimmer. Ask your mans if I'm a winner, bet they tell you I'm a spitter. Someone ever tell you differently, then ask them how you figure. Yeah. We out here every day trying to take a win. When the sun goes down and we out again. Do the same every day, that's the state we in. It ain't just today, it's the way we've been. It's the way we've been. It's hard, but if you need it and you want it, then I got that game for sale. It's just what we do. I be writing songs in my head. Still my bank account is in the red. Working 9 to 5 cause this rap shit won't keep me fed till I hit the jackpot. I'm in the kitchen cooking dope shit like a crack spot. Y'all niggas I'm staring at the cascades, that's my backdrop. Now tell me why these cats got the nerve to spit. Maybe a reality check will make them react quick. Maybe they don't notice the focus that I react with.
This is a big rich town. I just come from the poet's part. bright light, city life. I gotta make it. This is where it goes down.
Produced by Seattle's very own Vitamin D.
I just happen to come up hard.
Cut the check, 50.
Legal or illegal, baby. I gotta
I never took a straight path nowhere. Life's full of twists and turns, bumps and bruises. I live, I learn. I'm from that city full of yellow cabs and skyscrapers. It's hard to get a start in these parts without paper. Homie, I grew up in hell, a block away from heaven. That corner 8-15 minutes, it move a 7. Pure snow, bag it then watch it go. Occupational options, get some blow or some hoe. Shoot the ball or the strap, learn the rap or the jack. Good man, in the meantime, go ahead and pump a pack. This my Regal Royal flow, my James Bond bounce. That 007, that 62 on my count. I'm an undercover liar, I lie under the covers. Look a bitch in the eyes and tell her, baby, I love it. You're my inspiration, you're my motivation. You're the reason that I'm moving with no hesitation.
Man, that's some good music right there.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
honestly, some of it sounded familiar. I knew voices, but couldn't really pinpoint things. But that last track, Vitamin D did for 50 Cent for the show Power.
Yeah, I didn't know that till you just told me today.
Yeah, no doubt.
I didn't know that, yeah.
But that's another aspect of Seattle hip hop as well, is that we've had producers here that have really done a great job of getting their stuff out nationally, you know,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
with well-known rappers and singers internationally.
Yeah.
And you know, it's much more than just MCs here. We clearly have these producers that are sometimes doing more than what the actual music, you know, the lyrical music is.
Yeah, Kevin Gardner, he's another producer. He did stuff for E40.
Yeah, I remember that.
E40 and different ones.
Sure.
So yeah, so you're absolutely right, man. It seems like the producers are really
completely. You know, it's always had their kind of finger on the pulse when it comes to that. You know?
Exactly.
I guess with so many rappers that come through town, it's good. You know, back then, starting giving them your tape back in the day and this and that. You know, it's easier to build a relationship. Yeah, that works for us. Yeah, indeed.
Hey, so we're gonna take a quick minute in respect of our company's time. It's almost 10 o'clock, and we're not gonna end here since we started a little bit late. We're gonna allow you guys to enjoy the rest of the DJ set. So I want to thank DJ Vitamin D. I want to thank DJ U More. You know, you can't talk about Seattle hip hop without mentioning Vitamin D's name. And just the same, you can't really mention Seattle hip hop without mentioning Jonathan Moore's name or Erica White's name. So that was one of the very specific reasons that we chose Vitamin and U More to be our DJs for this first episode of 206 The Break. So big shout out to them. They've been playing jams for us all night. I want to thank these two gentlemen for this conversation.
Thank you.
It's been incredible. There's been so much history spoken in the past, 2.5 hours, so much education, so much knowledge, and there's just so much richness in this city. And so I hope you guys, picked up something new that you might not have known. I hope you jammed out. I saw somebody in the comments talking about they were dancing in their living room. So we're going to give you an opportunity to dance a little bit more in your living room. It's Saturday night. You're at home. You might as well turn up. You got two amazing DJs. So it's like turn the house into your club for tonight. So thank you guys for joining us for 206 The Break. Thank these fellas for being here.
Indeed.
And also, episode 2 is going to be 80s era Seattle hip hop. That's going to be next Saturday. And we will post the information soon, but just to let you know in advance that our DJs for next week will be Bates, a.k.a. Kylie, a.k.a. E. White, a.k.a. Bulldog, Class of 87, a.k.a. Fats Chicken and Waffles and Beyond Reality and all the things. So she's going to be one of our DJs. And then DJ Sean Malik is going to be the
Malik, that's my guy.
And then the people that are going to be joining us in conversation next week, another pair of amazing people. My friends Dowdy Abe and Margot Jones, y'all. So please join us next week. We'll probably send you some updated information on how we're going to do the live stream so that we can do it without technical difficulties next week. But thank you guys for supporting us and enjoy the show.
Can we say something in closing?
Yes.
Cool. I just want to say, James, it's been a pleasure talking to you, man. And
it's been great, man. It's been great.
And I just want to point out, that the connection here again for those that don't get it at home. For Sporting Life, we are a little sliver in Seattle hip hop history. to me, it's a huge deal. It was a big chunk of my life. Then the lineage of the city, it's a little sliver. And again, we tried to just carry on what we saw before us, you know. We saw what Emerald Street did. We saw what Vitam did with Tribal. I knew to be black had family connection to that, and it was just great to be still considered in the same conversation with you all and here with you today. You know what I mean?
Yeah, likewise. And that's what I'm saying. I've always wanted to get a chance for us to even just have this conversation, because usually it's in passing or whenever it's at a show or something. But just to be recognized in what we've done as the Emerald Street Boys is really something that really touches me, in the sense that when we were kids, we never thought that this would be that we would get to this point where people were like, "Hey, man, you guys are legends. You guys have done all these things." Sure, yeah. But I'm honored just to be here, and I think again, Jasmine, and this has been great. Yeah, this has been great, sure. And I really when I got the call, and I said, "Yeah, okay, man, this sounds like something I really want to be a part of."
Yeah,
and
I got
you know, and anytime somebody calls and they recognize what we've done in the past,
for sure.
It means that they realize there was a rich history back there, and I'm just blessed to be a part of it.
Yeah.
So, you know.
It was good.
Yeah, man.
Indeed.
So, and like I said, even with like the music that's come and the people that are moving forward, Vitamin D, my brother Ryan Kroon, Damien and all these guys that are moving through right now, I'm really I'm just sitting back watching them, them just keep moving forward. So it's been great sharing short stories with everybody, and thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, for sure. Indeed.
Five-star tellies and 2 mic rhymes, beat them average MCs of the times. Unlike them, we craft gems, so systematically inclined to pen lines without saying the producer's name. I'm over the track.
Jake 1.
What you need to do is get back to reading credits. Read the medics alphabetically, stuck on that English shit. Now before we pour that short shot, you're rock. From the top of the key for 3 million. Been on in the game as long as he can really swing. Turn the corner spinning, bust that ass and get up. Dust off the mask, curl a laugh, give him a head up. He got jumped, he pumped his adrenaline. He said it made him tougher than a bump of raw medicine. To write all night long, the hourglass is still slow. Flow from hellborn to free power like Lil Cole. And still owe bills, pay dues forever. Slave use when it comes to who's more cleverer. Used to wear leather goose fee with the fur collar. And charge the fee for loose leaf, words per dollar, you heard holler. Broad or dude, we need food. Eat your teams for sure, the streets sure seem rude. For fam like the partridges, pardon him for the mix-up. Battle for your Tory cartridges or put your kicks up, it's a...
Tizzy T, rest in peace. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like what? No scenario. Check it out. No scenario. PV. No. Check me out, though. No blow sacks like an alto on that truck, like afro on fat hoes on a good one. Sneaking through clubs, through back doors, stumble in, shit face grin. Sloppy off that nigga boiler maker 211 in hand, flame the doja. We game my composure, it's hoes with major exposure. Come closer with that intelligent cunning, mouthpiece running all cylinders. Peep that Mac Daddy vibe that I'm giving you, but keeps an eye on that nigga. He bout to steal like Dillinger on dog next to me. That's the same nigga that was in the back popping ecstasy with Stephanie. Now the bitch Stephanie back in the days was sexually appealing, but the wicked ways that had about 1 million men marching quick that. Wonder why a nigga won't talk or get with that. In desperate need of a checkup from the neck up, reminding me of that bet cut. Loser baby, galaxies from top notch. You screaming out checkmate when having trouble with hopscotch. Plus you knowing I got crops. Well unless you got 10, I'm off to the hot box. Straight putting this one in the wind. No sooner than I get to split him, my big ass. Vega Penatail hurt that familiar. Click clack of a Gatney Gale with the hell 2 shots. Spot shell shot. Look Tiz, that's the same nigga that got his bell rocked earlier. Dumping, funkin' over nothing. Now he's in a hurry to flee the scene. Girl scream, nigga sheen. Damn, how many gon' need a medic team tonight? Oop, look like the whoops got the scoop. Shit, I think it's about time for some alternate groups. Swoop smebbin', didn't even see the feds in my rear view. Bust the you like Sean Penn and Nick No. Man, Tiz past that poke, cause we about to come up show. 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 About to come up show.
Milky Show, where you at?
Relentlessly, I continue, go on.
Relentlessly, I continue, go on. Relentlessly, I continue, go on.
Relentlessly, I continue, go on. Relentlessly, I continue, go on.
Relentlessly, I continue, go on.
Relentlessly, I continue, go on.
Relentlessly, I continue. I've seen changes, but in the end, my life blood maintains its. Watch the best romance, the microphone, and leave the stage of strangers. I pray my destinies to lead and never follow on their lips for the day. Without a memory tomorrow, while most that claim poetic ain't nothing more than pathetic. My topics picked as relevant, made hard to forget it. Get deep, take time, use my mind to explore ideas and situations many rappers ignore. It's quality that separates between the minds who excel, and only time will tell. Minus the who felt, while lyricists came in with this because my image is black. Make a move that's organized and leave no time to react.
Word. Go on. Relentlessly, I continue. Go on. Relentlessly, I continue.
Let the master skill spill all over the track. In fact, I'm back to kill. Still chilling on the hill like Jack and Jill. I feel the satisfaction towards those tough acting, acting, common attractions. Annoyed faces because of destroyed court cases, which have been forgotten ever since because of lack of evidence. There wasn't no hints or fingerprints of a suspect seen to bring offense. What that was left was a cold body laying stiff, living straight in the mist. They don't know who they pointing with, like a horse race. Just stay in 10th place, you better bet. Somebody else the subject for the predicate. I ain't the one to be effing with my definite perception of this. It's that the step of a bullshit. Artifice on the pulpit, I order piss on your whole bit, but I can control it by letting the muscle in my phallus contract. You're gonna need chiropractor after my malice. And you call girls bitches, but if you call your main squeeze, Alice of that, you will be receiving a slap. That's how you having it black. I keep my file cabinet stacked with facts. Don't get out of the way for the cracker jacks with them in regard to how hard they act. Fact is, I ain't giving no practice test. I'm taking them straight to the cardiac correct. In the casket, brother, your ass get. But who's making this last forever? Y'all need to get your act together. Cruise is fakers and plastic leather. But who's making this last forever? Official style. Who exhibit the aura, personify perfection. Bless selectors in every sector or section. I'm a gratis mic with excessive direction, while y'all rappers are like a require corrections. Assistance, now let's talk facts. Laboratory session concoct tracks to the hot wax, develop, distributed. Now it's the zoo, the drunken bastard, straight up plaster. How could you ever diss the reputed conveyor of charisma, the undisputed teacher, the student relation, occupying a spot, the fly rapper. Peep the spot on the fly, they talking about. Into your show, I'm into your rhyme, strategy from India, I'm pouring strategies of B-boy, none as bad as me larger. There's a duo with big chronic pragmatics, be a fan. To see trap, one in the square. Competition, no crowd, we gotta run in the fair. Finally put my record out, so no more running the share. Directly brethren, you don't want none of this hair. It's like I know you thought you were real. Now, party people, it's time for the exclusive.
I don't really rap, I just do this for the summer. Yeah, I just do this for the summer. See, I don't really rap, I just do this for the summer. I just do this for the summer. I don't really rap.
Shout out my bro, shout out babe, shout out babe, shout out babe, shout out babe, shout out babe. Let's go, let's go.
I just do this for the summer. I just do this for the summer. I don't really rap, it's not cause I don't love it. I got new cars and cribs in the budget. I got major acquisitions on the schedule. Plus forever green going public. Yeah, know when you speaking to a businessman, before you talk about it, cause I does it. Boardrooms to courtrooms, cousin. Same old tools I used when I was hustling. I don't rap, I run companies. Get the money from the teller, all hundreds please. See the 0000000. Say, Spade, you my fucking hero. I've been managing my time right, trying hard to find time for the limelight. 8 months since a nigga been up in the booth. People wanna know what's up, hear the truth. I don't really rap, I just do this for the summer. Yeah, I just do this for the summer, for the summer, for the summer, for the summer, for the summer.
Now mama, you need a thug, because you got me hypnotized by your mind, body, showing and beautiful eyes. Don't let this thug thing fool you, baby. I often have dreams of babies and you being my lady. See, what I need is a thug girl to rock my world. Somebody I could treat like that precious diamond or pearl. What I need is your heart, cause this is more than lust. Like when the niggas in the gym, is you ready to bust? Do whatever I can to try to help you understand a relationship. I'm trying to build, involve you in my plans. I never put my hands on you, lady, cause I know it ain't right. But if you really need a thug, I'm quick to lay down the pipe. Now you don't need a sucker girl, now what you need is a thug, someone to buzz for you. And through these nights, show you love, lady, you ready for me? Cause I can see it in your eyes, won't you love me, ma? Lay on my shoulder to you, shoulder to you, shoulder to you, shoulder to you, shoulder to you.
Candizo. Cuddy fresh in the slash, in the slash, in the slash, in the slash, in the slash.
Player, pop your collar, baby, baby, shake it. To all my people in the projects, hold your head up. To all my grinders on the bricks, stack your cake up, don't trip. Player, pop your collar, baby, baby, shake it. To all my people in the projects, hold your head up. To all my grinders on the bricks, stack your cake up, don't trip. My words can change the days, help my heart to change its ways. Focusing on the major things, crazy easy, Mac and mashing through the CD. My hustle hot and beat me, hit him back, he heavy breathing. Say he slayed his hoochie and that nigga he caught him cheating. Butt naked after G'ing. I'm hollering dog, it's cool, calm down, it's over now. Get up out the house, meet me downtown, I'll blow you out. He discombobulated, cocked the chrome plated, set it by his eye, contemplating suicide in his mama's ride. I'm right on time, caught the knocker early and crying, hand me the 9, he shaking and damn near fired. I'm holler, hot not be wise, keep your lie, peep your prize possession. She growing up by the second, and who she left with? He hollering he ain't macking no more. He cut the rest ever since he fell in love with the hoe. I let him know, boy, the same thing that'll make you laugh and make you cry. You ain't laughing, now you wanting to take your life. Now think about it, is you about it, or is your vision cloudy? A half deck with no self-respect. First of all, there's no witnesses of the shit you did. You can disappear, never to surface or reappear. I'm in his ear, he went from missing and hella tripping to thinking clear. That part of life you know is fear, the end is near. The second you let up, you know you fuck. People that handle up on your mentals before they pass you up. He hollering you my knocker, bruh. Hit the wind, next thing I know he a minister. My homie the preacher, glad to greet you in your congregation. We chop it up, say a prayer for the shit I'm facing in this scandalous nation. Good and bad often runs adjacent. It's major flavin' if you manage to never ever succumb to the shady shit. Player, pop your collar, baby, baby, shake it, 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 shake it.
Can you really get the grip of the way I slam my vocabulary? Direct the niggas to this crazy spot called the cemetery. We have to carry complete straps or be jacked by the PIGs or these whack MCs who can't rap. They lack the heart to kick up dirt with the woe. I raise out my ride with that SKS 6 past midnight. Light them up, go home, write a cut, cause I'm a complete nut. I love the big fat butts that's bouncing around my camp. I put my stamp on you, tramp 602 backwards, cause I'm that absurd. With my P-I-N-P-I-N-G, I'm fly and freestyling from Hilltop to Long Island. I got to give you some of this crazy ill, but if it gets too real, then I'll chill and let you be afraid of the big bad boogeyman. I'm right behind you. I knew I'd find you completely helpless. No escape from my madness. No escape from my madness. Completely helpless. No escape from my madness. No escape from my madness. Completely helpless. No escape from my madness. No escape from my madness. Completely helpless. No escape from my madness. No escape from my madness. I've got rhymes running through my brains like plagues of rats. I lay the tracks, looking at your life like it's whack. Whoa, Jack, that nigga from Pierce County, they got shit poundy. Drunk the trunk, rank 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 the trunk.
I love my life.
Felicia.
I love my life. I barely knew my father. He was absent at best. He had a hard time loving me. I hope he never feels how that felt. But he showed me a few things I can't keep to myself. I'll share them with his grandchild, whom he has never ever met. But I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause that would change everything. You know that I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause that would change everything. Oh, ooh,
Say blah. Say blah. Say blah. Say blah. JMT production, baby. Production, baby. Third bell, sir. If you know, you know.
It's unbelievable, inconceivable, the amount of deceit and conceit they apply to a plan to destroy your man of my stature. Now what's the matter? Does my presence threaten your existence, or do you kill just because you can? Not anymore. It's this I implore, a sense of security for my posterity, my Ozzy, the eternal revolutionary. We the backpack rats from the Budapest flats, smoking laps of lust. But in God you trust, but you don't trust us, so you wait for the transaction. Soon satisfaction, and time to come. Until then we speak on lost subjects of the past. How superficially we build our relationships and expect love but for. They want love but for. They say love but for. We out the door. What for individuals make this true? Here's what I'm gonna do to explain to you. What for individuals make this true? Here's what I'm gonna do to explain. The thick of the pick had us quick to cloak and conceal. After others didn't see that the design didn't belong to Jasir. Yet we gladly accept the responsibility. So our posterity has some security, not in numbers but in love. If you wanna be real, be righteous, and you might just rise from the masses of the simple minded men into the light. Kalia, grab the mic.
Come where there's a bliss of fist, black fist. Powerful brothers and sisters in unison flock to this. It's that ultimate crew with that ultimate sound. Added verse from Kalia, now the world go round. Reality, come with D, you will see. On a journey of everlasting love and peace. Felicia harmonize, lyrical liquids quit your thirst. I shouldn't be running things, I'm just part of the bunch, and that's peace.
Life is rhythm and life is sound. From the moon to the sun, y'all round and round. Life is rhythm and life is sound. Vitamin D on the B side, let's get down. If you have a club half empty and you wanna fill the other half, then call my staff. And as the wax rotates and revolve, hip-hop's evolved into $1 billion industry, commercial entity. But I and I not tricked by your technology. I pledge allegiance to my ancestry while I break dances, break them, break beats be broken. Simple-minded crews, they be wishing and be hoping for a contract, a compact, and for the papers to be fat. And if they region on the map, but I dwell in the district that's central. My mental is far greater than the rap perpetrator. African griot, ancient orator, sucker MC, can never be me. A blank sheet of paper and I set myself free. Now sucker MC can never be me. A blank sheet of paper and we set ourselves free. Felicia Loud, she's so well.
Oh. Negus one, where you at, baby? You at, baby? You at, baby? You at, baby? You at, baby?
Situation causes for a new turn. CP on reality, just kicking up the dust. Into my mind are the things that I do trust. Oh, but confess, your life is just a mess. I see it in the morning and the evening you undress. Undress those thoughts that will change your process. Do not proceed to be in need or just be needless. Grasping at your attention span, do you understand the plan? Get the flow, here we go, pumping through your stereo. Never stopping, even if the beat changes. Rearrange it, see me kind of strange, yeah. Yes, the beat will be like tripping off the styles. Freestyle, see me now, free me now. Understand dialect, be direct, don't subject your life to trifling. As I begin to rock the mic, y'all, people be like, yes, y'all. Never come short, what you're worth is what you paid, y'all. We'll have to reality. We be believing in ourselves and all our capability. Never underestimate reality, the great escape. The bigger you are, the harder you fall. You step into a brick wall. I'm wearing a guest, but who would have guessed I'm ripping it up like this, y'all? It's the BR, the we are. We're making a mix to make you fix your brain. So don't you complain when you hear me call your name. Here I go again with that old black thing. Gotta hear you sing. But if you can't sing a song, you can come along. Tell it to my piece before we all fall off. Who pays the cost to be the boss in the 9 days? Your devilish ways will build a hole, so now we pray. Getting all my people, but my people got themselves. Living in the jungle, so we got to do for self. But be self-contained. Use knowledge that will tame. Stay a step ahead, we can all run the game.
I'm like the ruler on the street. Messiah of the jungle made out of concrete. Messiah of the jungle made out of concrete. Made out of concrete. Made out of concrete.
Before Neanderthals pounded on cave walls, I stood solid from a fetus to college, setting forth to build knowledge. I'm the land itself, man itself, the original. Monuments on every continent from the lyrical. Haters tried to flood me out, taking my styles, they dug me out, blowing past every doubt. I was born solidified, fighting plots of genocide, but I still multiplied like insects and flies. Using mind over matter, put your spine on a platter. Only 5'8" and make it tall, niggas scatter on a throne. Holding the infinite powers from the first to the fifth, turning hearts to cowards.
3,000 before Christ, I was developed beneath miles and before whites. I'm the tool to sustain earth for what it's worth. I've been exploited from birth. They marking me the element that's double jointed. On one hand, I'm known as arson, mistaken for damage. On the other, known as life interwoven within the fires. I'm needed for nourishment on the hips of Mark's murdermen. You drowned in the same situation. My sparks burning men. See you when I'm formed. 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 When I'm formed.
You more, what the hit for? Shout out to my sister Paris Alexa. Is a track off her first album produced by yours truly, Leaves and Seasons. Go stream Too Real. 90,000 streams first week, let's make it 100,000.
Cause you're tall, dark, and you're sexy, and you keep me on a short leash. As crazy as you let me. You got me hooked like a skill now. Got me hooked like a pill now. Keep on telling me to chill out. Well, baby, I know what you. Boy, I'm only tripping cause I love you. I know I bug you sometimes. While I'm on your nerves, you're on my mind all the time. I know I'm tripping. Boy, I'm only tripping cause I love you. I know I bug you sometimes. While I'm on your nerves, you're on my mind all the time. You say you're gonna love me through the seasons. You don't be changing with the leaves, and I love that about you. You're so consistent while I'm busy shifting. When I say shit, I don't be meaning. You keep loving me till I fall deep in, and every time I do, I wonder why we're distant. Baby, let's get back to kissing. I know them girls, I see what I see, but boy, they can't love you like me. If we keep this thing exciting, we still loving when we fighting. You got me hooked like a skill now. I got more than some fears now. You don't really want me to chill out, huh? I know I'm tripping. Boy, I'm only tripping cause I love you. I know I bug you sometimes. While I'm on your nerves, you're on my mind all
Brown shorty compliment the stilo. Damn, she just not the one that I need though. The one I really need just had my child and she's a hero. And when we speak slow and keep it in code. And you was supposed to be the bro, but then receive it. So I get more love from people I don't even know. Damn. My system of belief was an approach, seated in hope. With grievances, even though it didn't need reproach. Fresh daily like the OG on the East Coast. It's love even when we don't speak though. I'm that sort of dude. Am I supposed to contort and school these words for sport for you to view these sorts from a few and view mental fortitude? Brown shorty compliment the stilo. Damn, she just not the one that I need though. The one I really need just had my child and she's a hero. And when we speak slow and keep it in code. And you was supposed to be the bro, but then receive it. So I get more love from people I don't even know. Damn. My system of belief was an approach, seated in hope. With grievances, even though it didn't need reproach. Fresh daily like the OG on the East Coast. It's love even when we don't speak though. I'm that sort of dude. Am I supposed to contort and school these words for sport for you to view these sorts from a few and view mental fortitude? The Regis Pro. Don't ask for nothing, my G. He's has everything she need though. We hold cheap drinks and toast. Rooms dim, candles, sway, tobacco. Wisdom impacted, you learn to bite from the back row. Heaven is a moment, but moments are just that though. Accolade.
I can get you what you need, I'm a goner. With the wind like leaves in the autumn. Money, hoes, greed, that's the motto. I follow. Ba 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 da 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 ba ba da 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 ba ba da bum. Yeah. Pursue a proper passion. Push the margin past. Put the world up on your back, boy. Ain't no use a guy for being black or a student or gay or just caught up in a trap. Bought 1 million kicks and not one of them made you faster. So much for the bitches, not one of them made you master. The world I got advice, but I'm trying to find it with mad skills. Always something that they need you to know. I ain't needing it though. Fucking niggas up on his feet for being a moment. Just zoning me, my cojones, some lazy niggas and no. I ain't for revival, just my mission blessing. Flow so nice, man, it's kind of ascension. Pull from my vice, got my mind over mentions. All this advice like I like the prescription. Sway like the best in my grade. I don't think they got a glove yet for catching a fade. I don't think they got love for niggas lacking in faith. You ain't the pusher, you the plug, nigga, get you some weight. I can get you what you need, I'm a goner. With the wind like leaves in the autumn. Money, hoes, greed, that's the motto. I follow. Ba ba da 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 ba ba da 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 ba ba da bum. Ba 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 da 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 ba ba da 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 ba ba da bum.
All right, we're gonna go back on this one. I got 2 more tracks. Real quick, I want to make sure you guys check out Dave B, Paris Alexa, Ed, Javon, Future Youth of the City, talented black artists, R&B and hip hop. Right now, though, take it back to this guy's era. We got a little B Self, Vitamin D, Word Sayer, and Blase Blah. Rest in peace, Word Sayer. Come on.
A rat-a-tatter. Check this out. Don't be matter. You don't know nothing about my style. Stepping up to be a more versatile. Unruly niggas just cramp my style. Stepping to the caddy. Big Mac Daddy. The one they call self. I got that flow. Everybody knows the way that I rock. What you need, you better get up on my cock. Yo, I'm about to bust this rhyme like this. Suck the balls, yo, y'all dismissed. Pass the mic because I'm going through changes. Vitamin D, swiftly dangerous.
I'm coming on the mic and I'm checking the levels, not the devil, cause I'm kind of like a god. Yo, I came out the side of the skull, and that's what I was created from, and I get dumb. I'm not a victim of no regression or oppression, because I freed my mind a long time ago, cause I am a rhyming pro offbeat. Yo, niggas, they lost me. With this stuff, they're talking about what they're flipping it up, and all that good stuff, and that stuff. Man, I missed the style a long time ago because I do believe in flow, and that's the way I do it. Verbs I bestow on you, lingo, and they translate to all kinds of stuff. And yo, I'm not inebriated, but yo, I get drunk with the funk. I'm out to pass it to word sayer because he is a rhyme conveyor. So you bust the flow right now with your afro, but don't be an asshole with your lasso.
Lasso the mic with my afro and blast off. Never cough because I never ever rhyme soft. Me be rhyming hard, but not the hard rock with a Glock or a cock it on the block. Tell you nigga I have never slang rock, but that's a lie because I have in the past, but I will not blast. I see honey and I'll maybe just push up and rub on that ass. But yo, if I did that, would that be inappropriate? And if it is, maybe that's not cool. I won't be the fool that waves the tool on the corner. Down in the 40, you're a goner. Put down the chicken, pick up the book, look in the mirror. Don't take the look at the reflection. Introspection, maybe you will fly. If not, put up the Buddha and maybe you will get high. But I will pass the mic to blah blah because he got that flow. He's from the blind council and he'll let all you niggas know.
Who is that nigga from the jungle? Who is that nigga from the jungle? Who is that nigga from the jungle? Well, a mouth full of rhymes. Check me one time. Blah, de blah, falling down, up the hill, found my crown. Who changes different directions, mental detection, social confections. I'm infected, cause I detected that many men have tried to complete, but oh so sweet, they've constantly, consistently got beat. Battling me and words say ya, they've taken a second guess, but men, they don't have the breath to withstand, cause me, my man. Amen. Amen.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you for tuning in, watching Vitamin D and myself. I want to say rest in peace to Jay Moore, rest in peace Soul One, rest in peace to all the fallen soldiers, Solo D, Tizzy T. Come on. This is for y'all.
Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. We've come to the end of the program, a new beginning. Thank you for your time and your patience. We are here, presenting these stories, traveling through space and time, rhythm and rhyme. Don't stop. Shouts out to my brother Niggas One, my mellow, my man, Vitamin D, getting it done. Yes, y'all. Source of labor in full effect. Ja series, enough respect. But all area crew, all area wide, universe, galaxy to galaxy, coast to coast. Yeah, y'all. Yes, y'all. Come on. Mama, I love you. My queen Khalid, love is in the heart. Hindu Selassie, random star. All brothers and sisters, families, worldwide, all of y'all. Once again, we give thanks to the most, every time. Rhythm and rhyme is divine. SCA hip hop, hold tight. Y'all know the deal. We got next, that's for real. 2000 and beyond, pioneering, keeping it strong. Laid the foundation, now it's time to reap the fruits of what we have sold. You know, Tribal Productions, Black and J, Footprints, Circle of Fire, Kansas, Life, Old Dominion, Boom Bap, all of y'all cats. Supreme, J1, getting it done. Having fun out here. Sun or rain, love and pain, love and life. 500 years.
Whoever the fuck produced it. And we out like shout. Can't hear me? They can't hear me? Can they hear me now?
Can we hear me? Or is it all echo?
You got that Teddy Riley echo.
Anyway, shout out to Silver Shadow D.
Yes, sir.
We didn't play him. Pros and Concepts, formerly known as Six in the Clip. I didn't have to play. Some of those I wanted to play. Jada Law, shout out. Mad Fanatic. There's a few people I didn't play, man. Please excuse me. Dark Set. I wanted to play. I can't play Dark Set. But yeah, shout out to the 206. This was fun. I had a ball. Peace and blessings.
Peace.